Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Eagle Propane of Hennessey is proud to support all of our area high school athletes. Let them service all of your propane needs. They have the experience to handle your needs large and small. Find out what they can do for you by calling 405-853-4445. Eagle Propane is at the corner of Highways 81 and 51 on the north side of Hennessey. They are proud to service the Hennessey, Enid, and Kingfisher areas for all of your propane needs.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do, do you. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Need fuel for your vehicle? We'll take care of you at 81 Plus Services, or you may know us as 81 Cross Services, located at 410 North Main in Hennessey. We meet your 24-hour fueling needs with diesel, dyed diesel, and 100% gasoline. We accept most major credit cards such as Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and the WEX fleet cards. Come by and see us. We are proud supporters of all our Hennessey Eagles.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Eagle Propane of Hennessey is proud to support all of our area high school athletes. Let them service all of your propane needs. They have the experience to handle your needs large and small. Find out what they can do for you by calling 405-853-4445. Eagle Propane is at the corner of Highways 81 and 51 on the north side of Hennessey. They are proud to service the Hennessey, Enid, and Kingfisher areas for all of your propane needs.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do you.
Oklahoma Career Tech.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Need fuel for your vehicle? We'll take care of you at 81 Plus Services, or you may know us as 81 Cross Services, located at 410 North Main in Hennessey. We meet your 24-hour fueling needs with diesel, dyed diesel, and 100% gasoline. We accept most major credit cards such as Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and the WEX fleet cards. Come by and see us. We are proud supporters of all our Hennessey Eagles.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Eagle Propane of Hennessey is proud to support all of our area high school athletes. Let them service all of your propane needs. They have the experience to handle your needs large and small. Find out what they can do for you by calling 405-853-4445. Eagle Propane is at the corner of Highways 81 and 51 on the north side of Hennessey. They are proud to service the Hennessey, Enid, and Kingfisher areas for all of your propane needs.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving upskills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do, do you.
Oklahoma Career Tech.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jack Funderburk Field at the Hennessey High School Sports Complex. Home game for your Hennessey Eagles, home game number 3 for the 2023 baseball season. Your Eagles enter the game 3 wins, 2 losses on the season, 1-0 in district play. That one victory came 24 hours ago in North Enid at Chisholm High School, when the Eagles had the come from behind 11-10 district opener victory at the Chisholm Longhorns. More details on that as today's game proceeds. Lineup cards have been exchanged, and the Eagles are taking their warm-up tosses. Eagles are going to be wearing their white pinstripe pants with the solid blue top, solid white numbers on their jerseys. The new white and blue caps with the blue bills and the script H on the crown of the hat for what they'll wear this evening. Toss goes down. Sebastian Gonzalez is the starting pitcher for the Hennessey Eagles. His battery mate is Hunter Weber. At first base, number 7, Jacob Johns. Second base, sophomore number 6 is Weston Hopkins. Center field is freshman Jarrett Smith. Third baseman is the senior Langston Smith. First pitch of the game, strike number 1. Game time is officially at 4:52. Game time temperature 74 degrees. Blustery south wind today, but crisp blue skies up ahead. Up above that is a little bit of clouds in the northwest. But beautiful first full day of spring to have a home baseball game. That 1-1 pitch goes over the hitter's head. Leading off for the Chisholm Longhorns, second baseman Langley Amon. He wears number 2 on his jersey. The 1-1 pitch, check that, is on the outside edge. The press box popcorn has arrived, so the game has officially begun for those of us up here. 1-2 pitch on the opening hitter. Just down low, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Amon did not play in yesterday's game at Chisholm. 2-2 pitch inside, gets away from the catcher. We'll rely on the on-deck hitter from Chisholm to gather that ball in and return it to the umpire eventually. Count is full. This is a leadoff batter of the second game of district play between the Hennessey Eagles and the Chisholm Longhorns. Gonzalez tries the fastball on the outer half, fouled off, ricochet off the backstop rock wall. New baseball in play. Reset to the 3-2 count. Line shot straight at Weston Hopkins, who catches the ball chin high, tosses it around the horn. Leadoff batter for the Longhorns is out. 1 out on the field. Next batter is the catcher, Trevor Hawes.
Now batting for Chisholm, the catcher, Trevor Hawes.
Hawes went 1 for 4 in yesterday's ball game with 1 run scored, 1 RBI. He did strike out 2 times. He hit 6th in the order yesterday. First pitch from Gonzalez. Slider swing and a miss, strike 1. A 1 pitch, hit straight down, foul ball at the plate, did not go into fair territory before it was contacted by Hunter Weber there behind the plate. Brings the count to 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Inside and high, but swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and now we have 2 outs in the opening frame between the Chisholm Longhorns and the Hennessey Eagles. Longhorns wearing their Carolina blue tops with red and white piping, white numbers trimmed in red, gray road pants with the white stripe all the way down the leg with the red belts. Batter here is third baseman Kelson Hamilton.
Batting for Chisholm, playing third base, Kelson Hamilton.
Curveball, strike 1 called. Hamilton played third base yesterday. Actually, he batted in the 6th spot, went 2 for 4 with 1 RBI and 2 runs scored in the Longhorn loss to the Eagles in Monday's game. Another curveball. That one must have stayed up just a little bit. Brings the count 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, opening frame. This is the top of the first inning. 2 outs on the Longhorns. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Up and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Outfield lineup is shaded to left field just slightly. The 3-1 pitch, fastball on the inner half. Strike 2 called. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count to the 3-hole hitter for the Longhorns. 2 outs. Here's the Seabass 3-2 delivery. Fastball, got it by him. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 3 up, 3 down, nobody left, and no runs scored. That's how the Eagles want to begin. We go to the bottom of the first inning, and we are scoreless.
The goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies.
Back at Jeff Funderburg Field here at the Hennessey Eagles Sports Complex. Going to the bottom of the first inning. Seth Simonek takes the first pitch right over the third baseman's outstretched glove into left field. He turns to go to 3. Beats the throw that's off line, gets past the cutoff man, trickles to the first baseman. 1 pitch, 1 double. Seth Simonek gets things started right away for the Hennessey Eagles. Eagles had a great first inning yesterday at Chisholm, plating 6 runs in the top of the first en route to a what would become a come-from-behind 11-10 victory at Chisholm's baseball field. Weston Hopkins, the next batter up in the 2 spot for the Hennessey Eagles, takes the first pitch, a slider, stayed upstairs for ball 1. Simonek leads off, first pitch double. His first extra base hit of the season. He's in scoring position, ready to be sent home. Hopkins squared to bunt. The plate official did not signal anything except for putting his hands back into his ball bags. Must have been a foul because Simonek gets sent back to second base. 1-1 pitch. Noah Jackson, the pitcher for the Chisholm Longhorns. His 1-1 pitch is off the mark. 2 balls, 1 strike. Balk was called. I believe we have a no-stop balk on the pitcher Jackson. That will move Simonek up from second base to third base. So the bunt attempt 2 pitches prior is now able to be ignored because we successfully moved the runner without recording an out. And Hopkins, the leading hitter for the Hennessey Eagles, still gets to bat. There's the 2-1 pitch. That stays upstairs. Hopkins, after 5 games, has a .444 batting average. His on-base percentage at .706. That's tops among all Eagles. He does have 2 doubles and 2 singles as part of his 4 at-bats. He puts this ball into play. It lands between center and right field. He stretches it to second because the center fielder cannot pick the ball up. That will be a double and an RBI. Weston Hopkins adds to his ops and adds to his average.
Now batting for Hennessey, Jarrett Smith.
And that will be Hopkins' 5th RBI on the now 6-game season. Jarrett Smith, the freshman shortstop, he is at the bat right now. Curveball, outer half, catches the edge, strike 1. Jackson played catcher in yesterday's game for the Chisholm Longhorns, went 1 for 3 with 1 RBI. He did walk 1 time as a hitter, but now we get to see him as a pitcher. So 2 doubles to start off the game for the Hennessey Eagles. Simonek's double, and he came around to score. He scored from third base on Weston Hopkins' double. 1-1 pitch outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Jarrett Smith, he sports a .444 batting average and an on-base percentage of .667. That's easy math to do. 2 out of every 3 times that Jarrett comes to bat and has an official at bat, he does get on base. He has an ops of 1.111. 4 singles on 4 hits for the lanky freshman. Now he's looking for 1 pitch, 1 spot and a 3-1 pitch. Nobody out, bottom of the first. Eagles lead 1-0. And Jackson gets called for his 2nd balk of the inning. He failed to stop on that one, just like he failed to stop moments before when Simonek got moved from second to third base. Now it's Hopkins' turn to take the free pass to the third base bag. 90 feet away from scoring the Eagles' 2nd run. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Slider stays low. Ball 4. Jarrett gets his first walk of the game.
Now batting for Hennessey, Sebastian Gonzalez.
That's Jarrett Smith's 5th walk so far on the season. Batting in the 3 spot for the Hennessey Eagles, today's starting pitcher, Sebastian Gonzalez. Seabass is batting .250 so far in the early part of the season, but his on-base percentage at .600. So he does get on a regular basis. Yesterday, 3 times hit by pitch, he got to first base. Not sure that's how he desires to reach first base, but anyway, anyhow, get on and have a chance to score. So yes, yesterday's game, hit by pitch 3 times. He has been hit 6 times so far in the first 5 games of the season. Fastball up and in. Sebastian can't hold back. He gives a half-hearted swing at it. He had committed before he realized that ball was going to stay out of the strike zone. No harm, just 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at the corners. That one stayed up and in as well. Couldn't lay off of it, couldn't hit it either. Maybe Jackson has found a hole, at least temporarily, in Seabass's swing for the now. Might just try to come back there again and pay the price. Hopkins at third base, Jarrett Smith at first base. He takes the lead. Curveball, strike 3 called. That curveball started up and in and cut right across the meat of the zone. Perfect pitch, especially one when 2 fastballs up and in had failed to get put into play. That's just the first out. Strikeout for Sebastian Gonzalez. Langston Smith, he comes to the plate with 2 men on. First inning yesterday, he came to the plate with 2 men on, and he promptly put his first home run of the season over the right center field wall. With 3 RBIs on 1 swing of the bat, he was all smiles as he rounded third and crossed home to be part of a big 6-run inning in yesterday's victory over the Chisholm Longhorns. 0-1 pitch. Cutter stays low. They throw through, and it goes through everything. Hopkins comes home easily because the center fielder was the only one to get his bare hand on that ball. Missed the second baseman, missed the shortstop as Jarrett Smith easily coasts into second base, and Hopkins easily comes home for the second run of the inning. Scoreboard has yet to catch up. We have 1 out, 1 runner on second base. He's in scoring position. 0-2 count to Langston. Curveball, bounces it to third base. On the third hop, he scoops it. 1 juggle. He's safe. He's safe at first. Beats it by a half a step. Moves the runner along as well. That last bobble by the third baseman, Hamilton, that last bobble just cost him. Langston ran a very good 90 feet and just beat that throw by half a step.
Now batting for Hennessey, Kevin Trio.
Kevin Trio, yesterday's final out participant, if you will. He made the diving catch in the bottom of the 7th inning to seal the 11-10 victory. Had to leave his feet and barely scoop the ball off of the grass to ensure the victory for the Hennessey Eagles in game number 1 of Class 3A District 1 play yesterday in North Enid. First pitch was a bunt attempt. He waved at it. Ball stayed up too high to get a good bat on it. 0-1 pitch. Curveball stays low. Runners at the corners again. That's Jarrett Smith at third base. Langston Smith at first base. Getting the signs from Coach Matthew Fuchsa. Langston takes his stretch. Bouncing ball, 3 hops. Pitcher looks back the runner at third base. Langston Smith advances, but the out is made. Trio moves the runner up from first base to second base, but he's thrown out on the nice play by Noah Jackson from the pitcher's position.
Now batting for Hennessey, Jacob Johns.
2 outs now for the Eagles. They do have 2 runs here in the bottom of the first inning. 2 runners in scoring position, Smith and Smith at second and third. Curveball, Jacob Johns hits a line 1 hopper to the shortstop. He's thrown out easily across the diamond.
2 runs for Hennessey in the bottom of the first.
Bryson Hart throws him out at first base.
Score, Chisholm 0, Hennessey 2.
The Eagles leave 2, score 2, and we move to the second. After 1 inning complete, Chisholm Longhorns 0, Hennessey Eagles 2.
Tactics and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Need fuel for your vehicle? We'll take care of you at 81 Plus Services, or you may know us as 81 Cross Services, located at 410 North Main in Hennessey. We meet your 24-hour fueling needs with diesel, dyed diesel, and 100% gasoline. We accept most major credit cards such as Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and the WEX fleet cards. Come by and see us. We are proud.
Catcher Hunter Weber's throw goes down to second base. A little infield mini conference on the mound. Sebastian Gonzalez loosens his arm. Getting ready for the top of the second here at Jack Funderburg Field. 3 up, 3 down, top of the first. See if the Eagles can duplicate that here in the top of the second. First pitch fouled off. Fastball on the upper half of the zone. Left fielder Easton John is the hitter for the Longhorns. John went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He did walk 1 time in Monday's game. 0-1 pitch. Fastball on the outer corner, right where Hunter Weber had set up. Seabass hit his spot for the 0-2 pitch. He's well ahead of John right now. No balls, 2 strikes. Tries for the same spot. That one's fouled off into what used to be tennis courts here, just to the west of Jack Funderburg Field. New baseball, same count. Here's the 0-2. Ball gets past Weston Hopkins. Hopkins had him shaded over towards first base just a little too far. Sharply hit ground ball. Center fielder Seth Simonek gets the ball in quickly, so there's no advance after that single. So leadoff batter does get on in this inning, the top of the second. Chisholm 0, Hennessey 2 after 1 complete. First hitter is on. Cooper Brinkley now the hitter. Fastball upstairs. Brinkley wears number 23 on his jersey. He's today's first baseman. Seabass working from the stretch for the first time today, this being the 5th hitter of the game. Fastball up and in. Brinkley has to arch out of the way. John takes a short lead. John's at first base, holding him on. Fastball, outside edge. Steve Reich, number 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sebastian waves off the first signal from Weber. Gets it in on his hands, pop up. Seabass is going to take it all himself. Tells Jacob, I got it, and he got it. Cooper, the pop out to first base. Noah Jackson, the pitcher, next up to bat, batting in the 6th hole today. After Brinkley pops out, that's the first out of the top of the second. Seabass checks the runner. Fastball runs in on the hands of Jackson, swing and a miss. Jackson 1 for 3 in yesterday's baseball game. The 0-1 pitch, upstairs. Not close. Umpire didn't have to work on his judgment on that pitch. Everybody knew that it failed to be a strike, but no harm. Just the first ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Seabass comes set. Curveball gets away from Weber, but the runner does not try to advance. Didn't get too far away. Not far enough to try the arm of Hunter Weber. Gonzalez way ahead now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Longhorn leadoff batter is on first base. Easton John. There's a drive into left field. Kevin Trio has to turn and take the 1-hop roller off of the bag. He throws it into Jarrett Smith, who's at cutoff. That's a clean double off the left field wall. One hopped into the wall. John advances from first to third on the double.
For the Longhorns, center fielder Jackson Cadell.
Longhorns have something going here in the top of the first. One out, 2 men on. Have a courtesy runner coming out. That's going to be number 9. That's Alan Weber, courtesy running at first base. Easton John at third base, 90 feet away from the Longhorns' first opportunity to score. Jackson Cadell, number 3. He's the center fielder in today's baseball game. He gets his at-bat with 1 out and 2 runners on. Seabass working from the stretch, comes set. Bunt attempt, it's a safety squeeze. Look back, now we have a play at the plate, and he's out at the plate. We had the out at first base for out number 2, and Jacob Johns comes home to Hunter Weber. The slide had a little bit of hitch in it. Maybe he had to get around Weber to get to the plate, but that is an unconventional double play and the best kind when an out is made on a play at the plate. No runs scored in the top of the second inning. 1 man left. The Longhorns are scoreless. The Eagles have 2. We go to the bottom of the second after this.
Supporters of all our Hennessey Eagles.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Eagle Propane of Hennessey is proud to support all of our area high school athletes. Let them service all of your propane needs. They have the experience to handle your needs large and small. Find out what they can do for you by calling 405-853-4445. Eagle Propane is at the corner of Highways 81 and 51 on the north side of Hennessey. They are proud to service the Hennessey, Enid, and Kingfisher areas for all of your propane needs.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Pop Tech School.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone.
We're back at Jack Funderburg Field for the bottom of the second inning.
Leading off for Hennessey in the bottom of the second. Designated hitter Regan Sturgill.
Regan Sturgill, today's designated hitter. He gets his first at-bat of the game. Eagles lead 2-0. This is their second opportunity. This is being the bottom of the second inning. First pitch to Sturgill. Puts it into play. 1 hops to the first baseman, Cooper Brinkley. He doesn't pick it up, but the second baseman covers and has just enough time. It was kind of a humorous play insofar as Brinkley bobbled it and then just left it for the second baseman to pick up. He knew if there was going to be an out recorded, he better get to first base, and his teammate had his back.
For Hennessey, Hunter Weber.
So first pitch into play, but it resulted in an out for Regan Sturgill. That's the first out of the bottom of the second. Hunter Weber, today's catcher, he's in to hit. First pitch stays down low, ball 1. Hunter has 1 single that came yesterday in yesterday's baseball game. His first single so far on this season. Looking to add to that at this at bat. High fly ball. Medium depth, just foul. Foul by about 12 to 14 feet. I say just foul. You viewers on Squirtle.tv and Hennessey Eagles.tv probably weren't able to see where that ball landed. So I should have described it better for you. Long foul ball, strike 2 for Weber. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the Jackson delivery. Fastball up and in. Weber could not get a piece of that, swinging a miss, strike 3. Back to the top of the lineup, Seth Simonek in for his second at-bat.
For
in 2 innings.
Seminette.
Seth took the very first pitch of the game for a double to left, his first extra base hit of the season. This at bat will last longer. First pitch, curveball, strike 1, says Mr. Umpire. Jackson pitching from the windup. That ball stays low, something off speed. Looking to get Seth to extend the strike zone just a little bit. He does not. 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays down. 2 balls, 1 strike. Slider stays out. Seminac way ahead, 3 balls, 1 strike. If Seminac can get on, he does lead the team in stolen bases. He and Weston Hopkins each have 5, and now he has an opportunity. Ball 4 on that pitch. Seth gets the free pass.
Now batting for Hennessey, Weston Hopkins.
That's actually Seth's first walk of the game. Of the season. He has been hit by pitches, or a pitch. Seminac takes his lead. He goes on the first pitch. Fastball. Strike 1 called. The throw bounces into the second baseman covering. Ball skitters away. Shortstop backing up the play. He gets the ball. So stolen base number 6 for Seabass. Now he takes the lead all by himself. Weston Hopkins, leading hitter for the Eagles, now has a chance to knock him in, with Seminac being in scoring position at second base. 2 called strikes. It's now 0-2 on Hopkins. Now probably looking just to hit to the opposite field, advance the runners. A runner, check that. Seminac the only runner on at second base. 0-2 delivery, fastball upstairs. Not wanting to throw anything too good on an 0-2 pitch. Here's the 1-2. Curveball. That off-speed pitch catches the outside edge. Caught looking.
No runs for Hennessey.
Weston Hopkins goes down on strikes.
4 innings of play. Score Chisholm 0, Hennessey 2.
Eagles do get a man on. Seminac is left at second base, so 1 man left. No run scored. We've played 2 complete. Chisholm Longhorns 0, Hennessey Eagles 2.
Knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself.
Sir, you okay?
Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do, do you.
Oklahoma Career Tech.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we do.
Welcome back. We are in the top of the 3rd inning here at Hennessey High School Sports Complex, Jack Funderburg Field. Leading off the top of the 3rd inning, Bryson Hart. He's the Longhorn shortstop. Sebastian Gonzalez still on the mound for the Eagles. That pitch up and away, gets away from Weber, goes to the backstop. Ball 1, new pitch into play. Gonzalez working from the wind-up here with the leadoff hitter on, or at the plate. Seabass takes something off of that pitch, low and away, ball 2. Fastball upstairs, chin high. 3 pitches, 3 balls for Gonzalez here to start off the top of the 3rd inning. Now needs to just find a groove, throw a strike, get right back into this. 3-0 delivery. Fastball inside corner. Strike 1, 3 balls, 1 strike. Hart went 1 for 3. 2 runs scored, 2 RBI in Monday's game. He gets the free pass, base on balls in his first at-bat. Now the 9-hole, number 6, Hayden Hatchell.
Right fielder, number 6, Hayden Hatchell.
Hatchell is the Longhorn right fielder. He comes to the plate for his first opportunity at bat. Runner on first base, top of the 3rd inning. Fastball stays up for Gonzalez, ball 1. Nobody out. Bryson Hart at first base takes his lead. Pop up down the right field line, lands foul in no man's land down the right field line. Hayden Hubbard and Jacob Johns gave it chase, but the ball just found a place where no fielder could get to. Long foul ball right there. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pickoff attempt. Hart is back safely. Jacob Johns, the only left-handed fielder for the Eagles. He's playing first base in today's ball game. 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays up. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hart takes his lead at first. Foul ball. Pops in and out of the catcher's mitt of Hunter Weber. Trickles towards the Chisholm Longhorn on deck circle. That ball is retrieved by the next hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count is even in the delivery. Foul ball straight back. Couple of games going on today here at Hennessey High School Sports Complex. The Lady Eagles softball team are just beyond the left field wall. They have a game of their own. It's a beautiful sunny day, first full day of spring. It's baseball and softball season here at Hennessey High School. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball on the outer half, fouled back off the nylon netting here at the backstop. New ball back into play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, runner on first base. Ball is put into play. It's dying quickly. Hubbard cannot come up with it. He had to dive straight at it. Just had a little bit too much topspin on it for Hubbard to get to it and get a glove on it before it does pop out and land for a single. First 2 runners on. Runners now at first and second base. Bryson Hart's at second base wearing a baby blue oven mitt on his left hand. Hayden Hatchell, he puts on his own oven mitt there at first base, I guess to protect the palms from sliding on the infield dirt. Bunt attempt, it stays foul down the right field. I checked that, the first base foul line. Leadoff batter Langley Amon, he's the second baseman. Back to the top of the order, he gets his second at bat. Amon 0 for 1 on the day. Next pitch comes in, stays a little bit low, a little bit on the outer half. I think it had the plate, but just too low. Brings the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. No runs in here in the top of the second inning. Ball put into play. 1 hopper to Hopkins. He goes the short way, and Smith cannot come up with the throw. Looked like the throw was perfectly tossed to about the ball cap bill height. Maybe he was trying to pull it out too quick, but he never did get a firm handle on that. That's the right call by the field umpire on the safe call. Popped out of his glove before he could officially receive that. That loads the bases. Hopkins did his job, had a sharp 1 hopper to him. He went short way to second base, but it just did not work on the fielder's choice. Bases loaded. Something is definitely working right now for the Longhorns. Nobody out. Bases juiced. Trevor Haas at bat. Swing and a miss on the fastball, about letter high. Haas had the opportunity to be the hero in yesterday's game with a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 7th inning to trim the lead 11-10. But it just wasn't enough as the Eagles got the last out of the game 1 hitter later, check that 2 hitters later after the Haas home run to win the game 11-10 in North Enid. 0-1 pitch, fastball outer half, strike 2 way ahead. Seabass has the catcher Trevor Haas in a hole. Longhorn 0, Eagles 2. Top of the 3rd inning. Nobody out, bases loaded. Ground ball. Jacob Johns, he comes up with it. The ball gets away from him a little bit. He has enough wherewithal to tag the base with the ball in his bare hand for the first out. Runners do advance. First run of the game scored by the Longhorns on the ground ball out to Jacob Johns. RBI there for Haas. Brings up Kelson Hamilton, the 3rd baseman for Chisholm. Runners at 2nd and 3rd now. Fastball stays way up. Langston Smith, the 3rd baseman, he's playing even with the bag, taking about a step or 2 to the infield grass. Fastball thigh high, strike 1 for Gonzalez. Jacob Johns playing even with the bag, about 10 feet off towards second base. Sebastian throws a curve that does not. Stays up with a little bit of spinning action. Ball 1. Hamilton 0 for 1. Strike. Nope, check that. Fastball stayed low. My timing was very poor. The umpire's was perfect. That ball was low. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 runners in scoring position. Tying run at 3rd. Go ahead run at second base for the Longhorns. 2 balls, 1 strike on Hamilton. Had the count wrong. That was a 3-1 pitch, and that is now ball 4. Hamilton walks to load the bases again.
The left fielder,
Easton John now coming to bat. Longhorn left fielder on the left-handed batter's box. Bases loaded, 1 out. Eagles got out of a jam in a similar situation in the top of the 2nd. Had a comebacker to the mound to first and then back home for the double play. That's how the 2nd inning ended, keeping the Longhorns scoreless. See if they can simulate something very similar right here. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Bases are loaded for the Longhorns. Foul ball straight back. The fastball was letter high. Easton John liked the pitch, but not the result. Fouling the ball straight back instead of putting it into play. Gonzalez has a new ball in his bare hand. He takes the sign from Hunter Weber. 2-1 pitch. Curveball. Fly ball. One hops the fence in left field. The ball gets away from the cutoff man. Jarrett Smith can't get his hands on it, so Langston Smith has to go retrieve the ball. A one-out, bases-clearing double. That gives the Longhorns the lead. 3 runs on that hit. 4 runs so far in the half inning. Only 1 out for the Eagles.
Now batting for the Longhorns, Cooper Brinkley.
John got a double. This is his second at-bat. Cooper Brinkley coming to the plate now. He's 0 for 1 on the day. 1 out. Runner at second base. That's John in scoring position. Brinkley at the plate. Brinkley, the first baseman, number 23. Fastball. That's fouled just off of the mitt of catcher Weber. Scoreboard has yet to clear the previous. There, it finally did. Still had the previous hitter's count up there. 0-1 pitch. Fastball, check that off-speed pitch. It stays low. Brinkley would not offer it that. Brinkley 0 for 2 yesterday. Walked twice, did strike out 1 time. Takes a 1-1 pitch on the inner edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seabass, 1-2 delivery. Slider stays inside. Brinkley turned his head, had no idea where that ball was going. He thought the slider was going to hit him. It slid just enough, but it did miss the inside edge by a bit. Count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled straight back. Seabass ran a fastball in on his hands. Brinkley couldn't get anything but the thin part of the bat handle on that pitch. 1 out, runner on second base. That's Easton John out there, 180 feet away. Cooper Brinkley. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball, outside edge, strike 3 looking. Seabass hit a great spot right where Weber wanted it on that pitch.
Now at the plate, Noah Jackson.
That's the second out of the inning. Gonzalez still has work to do with the runner on second. Noah Jackson, today's starting pitcher, he comes in for his second at-bat. Seabass comes set. Fastball inside. The bat crossed the front edge of the plate, but the umpire determined that it was not an offer at the pitch, and Coach Fuchs doesn't elect to ask for appeal. So it's ball 1, even though if that ball contacted the bat, it probably would have gone into center field. Fastball letter high, strike 1 officially, first strike of the at-bat. Jackson got on base in his previous at-bat in the second inning. Slider stays downstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Four to 2. Longhorns have scored 4 runs in this, the top of the 3rd inning. Ball's put in play. Line drive. It's foul. It stays foul. Always was foul. Got plenty of barrel on that, but jerked it foul. 1 hop off the chain link boundary fence. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base. And the pitch. Fouled straight back. That fastball was letter high. And Jackson could not get his bat high enough to put the ball into play, just off the top of the barrel, straight back off the screen. Here's a pitch. Fastball real close to the zone, stayed up, looked like had the plate on the outside edge, but just a little bit too high for strike three. Runs the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second base, so he should not be going on the pitch unless he's just kind of silly. 3-2, 2 out. And the delivery. Steve Reich 3, swing and a miss, and that's the end of the top of the third inning. Longhorns score 4 runs in the top of the third, leave 1 runner, and they have the lead. We played 3 complete. Longhorns 4, Hennessey Eagles 2.
We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services.
District game number 2 for the Hennessey Eagles and the Chisholm Longhorns here at Jack Funderburg Field. Eagles 3-2 on the season. Chisholm Longhorns 2-5. Oh, check that. Longhorns have played already 3 games. Eagles just 1 in district play. Longhorns so far winless in district play. They lost to OCS in 2-run rules last week. Hennessey Eagles 1-0 so far in district play, with their 1 victory coming yesterday in North Enid at the Chisholm Longhorns home field. Jarrett Smith, freshman shortstop, he is at the plate for his second at-bat. Officially no at-bat in his first time up with a walk. Off-speed delivery is strike 1 for Noah Jackson. Here's the 1-1. That ball stays in, as did the first pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jarrett Smith, once again batting .444 on the season. Has a good eye for just a freshman, playing now in his 6th varsity contest with many, many more to come. 3-1 count. Offers at the 3-1 pitch. It's fouled into foul territory. Third baseman and catcher give it a look. Ball falls, not caught, right in front of the screening, just in front of the third base Eagles dugout. Lots of foul territory right here at Jack Funderburg Field, probably the most any high school park that these young men will play on. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Curveball, strike 3 looking. Looked like it was going to stay inside. The umpire determined that the curve just caught the inside edge.
The pitcher, Sebastian Gonzalez.
The strike zone has been consistent and fair to both squads, so nothing to complain about on that strike 3 called. But that is the first out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Eagles trail by 2. First pitch put into play in right center field. Center fielder, he makes the catch. That's Jackson Caudell. He slides over, catches the ball in left center field, about 2/3 the way to the outfield wall. Sebastian gave it a ride, but it just was hitting the air high enough that it gave Caudell the opportunity to chase it down and get the second out of the inning. Langston Smith, he gets his second at bat. Slider stays high for Smith on the first pitch. Eagles trail by 2. 4-2 after 4-run top of the 3rd inning by the Longhorns. That ball hits him. He was about to offer it the pitch, and then it hit him, I believe in the right leg someplace. He doesn't seem to be rubbing it, so maybe it was in the upper leg. Having a discussion with the home plate umpire, and Langston does feel ready, willing, and able to go down to first base for his free pass. That's the second pitch, second time that Langston has been hit by a pitch so far. He touches first base, then will return to the dugout. Oh, wait. Apparently we appealed to first base, and the first base umpire said that he offered on the pitch, as what should have happened in the previous half inning when a check swing did not go appealed for the Longhorns. This one does get appealed. I believe it's no balls, 1 strike. So Langston has a bruise and nothing to show for it. Takes the next pitch, ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. The ball's fouled back, out of play. Like to see the instant replay on Langston's check swing that didn't check when he got hit in the upper thigh. Nonetheless, it was a strike called, so now we're 1-2. Hammered foul. Goes off some of the piping on the backstop. Ricochet lands near the third base coach's box as Coach Fuchsa returns that baseball to the pitcher, but pitcher does not want that one. He wants a fresh one. Fuchsa fails to make the catch that comes off of the ricochet. 2 outs. Here's the 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. The ball's put into play down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, out of play over the chain link boundary fence. Ball just kept hooking and hooking and hooking until it was unplayable. Left fielder Easton John gave it chase, but the ball lands out of play. Langston Smith 1 for 1 on the day. 1-2 count. Pitch comes in, bounces, trickles away from the catcher. Catcher is Trevor Hawes. With no runners on, no worries on a ball that gets away from the catcher. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fastball stays low. Runs the count full. Langston leaves the batter's circle. Checks on instruction from Coach Fuchsa. I think the instruction is don't make an out. 3-2. Ground ball up the middle. First bounce is just beyond the mound. Clean single up the middle in between shortstop's position and the second base bag. Langston with the single, his second time on base today. Oh, I thought Coach Fuchsa was going to have a discussion with the base umpire. He was just going halfway to meet Langston to get his padding. And he returns that to the clubhouse attendant. I believe that might be Brandon down there as today's clubby. 2 strikes, 1 runner on. Kevin Trio at bat. He's 0 for 1 on the game so far. Trio walked 1 time yesterday in the 11-10 victory. Fastball, he checks his swing. No, he does not. Clearly went across the front edge of the plate. Strike 2 on the swing. Brings the count even 1-1. Langston Smith at first base, he takes the lead. Fastball fouled off. That ball was hitting the outer corner of the plate. Kevin Trio just pokes his bat out there and fouls it off the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs for the Eagles. That ball bounces. They're going to throw it anyway, even though Langston overruns second base. It's a good thing he got back. Don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he was thinking that he forgot to slide and rounded second base, but did get back with no tag attempted. So now he's in scoring position 180 feet away there at second base. Trio has the count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Base hit could score the run. Ball's inside. Looked like a no stop on the pitcher again, but this time not called a balk. He does have 2 no stop balks so far in the game, those coming in the first inning. Kind of led and helped in the 2 runs that the Eagles scored. Fastball just above belt high, fouled off. Just misses the back of the visitors' dugout down the first base line. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Langston Smith takes his lead at second base. Noah Jackson comes set. That ball bounces, and the catcher has to scramble over to his right side to dig out the ball in the dirt to prevent it from going to the backstop. That's ball 4 for Kevin Trio. He gets to go to first base on the free pass. Eagles down by 2. Longhorns 4, Eagles 2. We are in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Now batting for Hennessey, Jacob Johns.
Jacob Johns at the bat. Jacob sporting a .467 on base percentage. Just 1 RBI so far on the season. Looking to get RBI number 2 or number 2 and 3 on this at bat. First pitch, strike called. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Langston Smith at second base, Kevin Trio at first. Both take their leads. Noah Jackson takes a sign. He comes set. Fastball, that one stays outside. Did not get Jacob to fish on that one. Too far outside for the plate umpire to rule it a strike. Count goes even, 1 ball, 1 strikes. Slider stays outside, stayed up as well. So it was a ball on 2 accounts, but only counts as 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 men on for the Eagles. Down 2, looking to trim that lead. Fastball at the knees, outer half, strike 2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Johns, who leads the team in foul balls unofficially, has yet to put one into play this at bat, or out of play for that matter. Here's the 2-2. That one's fouled straight back, right over my head here in the press box, right behind home plate, here at beautiful Jack Funderburg Field. New ball given back to the pitcher. Jackson comes set. Curveball, that stayed in or up. It was neither in the zone at the top or on the edge. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners will be off, so they need to make sure that the pitcher goes to the plate. Big hole on the right side for Johns if he goes opposite field. Strike 3 called. He checked his swing. He had no intention of swinging at that, and it is a beautiful pitch right on the outer half. Nobody scores with no runs, 2 men left. Eagles trail by 2. Chisholm Longhorns 4. Hennessey Eagles 2. We go to the top of the 4th next.
To be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Need fuel for your vehicle? We'll take care of you at 81 Plus Services, or you may know us as 81 Cross Services, located at 410 North Main in Hennessey. We meet your 24-hour fueling needs with diesel, dyed diesel, and 100% gasoline. We accept most major credit cards such as Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and the WEX fleet cards. Come by and see us. We are proud supporters of all our Hennessey Eagles.
To the top of the 4th we go here at Jack Funderburg Field, Hennessey High School Sports Complex. Longhorns have a 2-run lead, 4-2 over the Eagles after 3 complete. Eagles got 2 in the bottom of the 2nd. Longhorns with 4 runs plated in the top of the 3rd. Jackson Cadell, the center fielder, I believe. Yep, that's correct. Today's center fielder for the Longhorns. He's the first at bat here in the 4th. First pitch fouled off. That cutter ran in on the hands of Cadell. Fouled it off the thin part of the bat handle just above the hands. Here's the 0-1. Ball stays low, gets away from Hunter Weber, goes to the backstop. But no worries, the umpire has a supply in his right hip. Ready to put one back into play. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Fastball outer edge. That's strike 2. That pitch. Fastball called strike 2 on the outer edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's all that's ahead in the count to the leadoff batter here in the 4th. Tried the same pitch, same spot. This one gets fouled off towards the football field press box, just to the south of Funderburg Field here. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. Fastball up and in. Runs the count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cadell 0 for 1 so far on the day. This is second at bat. Might be his third at bat. I think he got a walk. Nope, I was right the first time. Should have trusted myself. Fouled that one back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count is even. Nobody out. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Gonzalez from the windup. That ball's fouled off as well. So whomever was looking for that first foul ball now has 2 to look for in similar spots. This one better be put into play because I think the umpire may be out. 2-2. Curveball up the middle, base hit. That one just had too much plate for that off-speed delivery. Ball's retrieved on the ground by Seth Simonek. He gets it into the infield. Clean base hit to start off the top of the 4th inning for the Longhorns. Now the 8-hole, Bryson Hart. He's today's shortstop. Seabass from the stretch comes set, checks the runner at first, delivers high for ball 1. Pickoff attempt. No tag. Runner is back safely. Cutter gets the outside edge. That one has a little bit of movement back into the hands of the right-handed hitter. Fastball at the knees, strike 2 called. Just before that pitch, Seabass checked the runner by a quick step off and look. Looks the runner for a 3rd time, and the batter steps out. Hart wants the attention all on himself. He doesn't want Seabass paying any attention to Caudell there at first base. Gonzalez comes set. Weber looking for a pitch on the outer half. It runs into his hands, fouled off the screen behind home plate. Seabass threw a good pitch. It was not where the catcher wanted it, so sometimes that's quite dangerous, but I think that was that cutter that ran in on the right-handed hitter. Pickoff attempt. Good quick move there by Sebastian, but the runner did not have a very large lead. That's Jackson Caudell, the center fielder at first base. Nobody out, 1-2 count here in the top of the 4th inning. Longhorns at bat. Fastball up, stairs, and swung on and missed.
Now batting for Chisholm.
Hart with the strikeout, first out of the top of the 4th. Now to the bottom of the order, Hayden Hatchell. He's today's right fielder, wears number 6 on his powder blue jersey. Runner is off, fastball up and away. Gets to the backstop. Weber looked in his glove thinking he had it, but when he reached his throwing hand into the mitt, there was no baseball there because it was at the backstop. Runner reaches second base safely. That's Caudell now in scoring position, 180 feet away from home plate. Ball is up in foul territory, just lands past the first base dugout. Jacob Johns in chase, but nowhere near where the ball landed. It got down pretty quickly. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. He's at second base. That's Jackson Caudell at second base. 1-1 pitch is up and in for ball 2. Caudell hitless in his first at-bat. Fastball, base hit over second base. Simonek comes in. He's coming home with it. We may have a play. No play there, and the runner advances on the throw, missing the cutoff man. Jacob Johns was in position to cut the ball off and perhaps keep the runner off of second base, but Simonek's throw comes into the plate. It was almost a play there at the plate, but in that situation, probably keep the runner off second base, keep the damage to a minimum. Nonetheless, Caudell scores from second base on the base hit by the 9-hole hitter Hatchell. That run moves the lead for Longhorns to 5-2. First run here in the top of the 4th inning. Longhorns scored 4 in the 3rd and now 1 in the 4th. That ball hits the backstop on the fly. Didn't bounce, Didn't ricochet, didn't hit anything but net. And that net is 120 feet from the pitching rubber. I'm not sure I could do that without my shoulder coming out of socket. Nonetheless, just ball one. Now we have a runner on third base. That's Hatchell, 90 feet away, 1-0 delivery. That pitch is fouled off into the Longhorn dugout. Check that. It ricocheted off the safety fencing in front of the dugout. It scurried a few Longhorns in the process. 1-1 count. Seabass from the stretch. That ball's popped up. Jarrett Smith, he's having to go back with the wind. He gets his glove on it. Hatchell slowly walks back to third base. No attempt to score on that play. Ball did not get out of the infield for the second out. Back to the top of the order. Check that. We were already at the top of the order, I guess. Oh, that'd be right. That was Langley. I just did not mark my scorecard appropriately. This is the two-hole hitter, Trevor Haas. He's today's catcher. First pitch, fastball at the knees, strike one. Caught the outside edge. Perfectly placed fastball for the senior right-hander for the Eagles. Hatchell at third takes his lead in foul territory. Gonzalez slider starts at the outside edge of the plate. Looked like the fastball on the previous pitch, but this one cuts out of the strike zone, but a swing and a miss by Trevor Haas. He's down in the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on third base for the Longhorns. Seabass checks the runner twice. Fastball, it gets away. We have a play at the plate, and he slides in safely. Borderline pass ball, borderline wild pitch. We'll let the official scorer determine what that is. The ball was way outside. Didn't get that far away from Hunter Weber, but far enough that it took him a while to retrieve it. So on the pass ball / wild pitch, we score a run for the Longhorns with 2 strikes on the hitter. That's the second run of this half inning. 6 runs so far in the contest. 6-2, the Longhorns have the lead. Here's a 1-2 count for Gonzalez. That ball's put into play. Trio on the run to his left. He runs the ball down. Snow cones the ball off the line drive for the out. No runners left. 2 runs did score in the half inning. We have played 3.5. Longhorns 6, Hennessey Eagles 2.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Eagle Propane of Hennessey is proud to support all of our area high school athletes. Let them service all of your propane needs. They have the experience to handle your needs large and small. Find out what they can do for you by calling 405-853-4445. Eagle Propane is at the corner of Highways 81 and 51 on the north side of Hennessey. They are proud to service the Hennessey, Enid, and Kingfisher areas for all of your propane needs.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys of Pop Tech School.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do, do you.
Oklahoma Career Tech.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
We move to the bottom of the fourth inning. Eagles have some work to do, down 4 runs. Looked good as they did yesterday in their first at-bat of the first inning, scoring 2 runs, but that's all they've gotten. Since then, Eagles have 2 runs, Longhorns have 6, scoring 4 in the top of the third and 2 in the top of the fourth to take that 6-2 lead. Regan Sturgill with his second at-bat of the game put the ball into play last time up, but was thrown out by a half a step at first base on the infield hit opportunity. First pitch, ball 1 to Sturgill. Sturgill's a DH. He puts the ball into play. Cooper Brinkley, he does not get the ball in time. He tosses it to the pitcher covering, and he drops it as well. That ball hit the ground 4 times on 2 opportunities. Cooper Brinkley drops the ground ball to him, and the pitcher drops the toss to him. And Regan is safe at first. Looks like he's trying to steal third from across the diamond, but nope, he's just returning his little foot guard to the head baseball coach, Matthew Fuchsa. That error given to Cooper Brinkley. Slider stays away to Hunter Weber. Ball 1 on the catcher. Fastball, that's outside as well. Ball 2. Regan not a threat to run at first base. He will advance on the hits for sure. And he can run first to third easily. And if forced to, he might even be able to score from first base. Not that he would want to, but he could. That slider hits the outside edge for strike 1. Noah Jackson's first strike of this at-bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball's put into play, straightaway center field. Center fielder has a bead on it. He backsteps to about 10 or 15 feet in front of the center field wall. Well hit by Hunter Weber, but right to the glove of center fielder Jackson Cadell. And now the umpire is taking a look at the bat that was just used by Hunter to hit. Might have a problem with the knob that has to be repaired or the bat taken out of play, one or the other.
Now batting for Hennessey, Seth Simonek.
No issues since that bat was used to create an out. So Seth Simonek, he gets his next at bat. Simonek 1-for-1 with a walk and a double. He doubled in the first pitch of the game and scored the first run of the game just a short time later. First pitch, strike 1. There's a slider from Noah Jackson. Fouled off. Goes behind home plate just a bit. Aiden Dickens to retrieve that ball. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fastball up and in. Regan Sturgill at first base. He's today's designated hitter. He reached via an error by the Longhorn first baseman. Here's a 1-2 pitch. That slider goes down. That was a tough one to lay off, but it did stay down in the zone, or out of the zone, check that, evening the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Curveball up and in. Simonek tried to accidentally, intentionally get hit by that pitch. It did not happen. So it runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Looking for his second walk of the game. That ball stays low, trickles away from the catcher for ball 4. Simonek walks for the second time in today's game. Bringing up Weston Hopkins. Hopkins is 1 for 2 with 1 run scored and 1 RBI. Weston's ops is 1.373, which leads the team. His slugging 667, which also leads the team. His on-base percentage 706 leads the team. All this from the 2-hole spot in each of the first 5 games, and now 5 and just over and right at a half game for the Hennessey Eagles, the sophomore second baseman. 2 runners on, 1 out. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one stays inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Hopkins has quick hands and even quicker feet. He's got on via bunt base hits. He's got on via extra base hits. He's got about everything in the arsenal. That pitch runs inside. He fights it off. It goes foul between the first base bag and the third base bag and the third base dugout. Brandon McKay does a fine job retrieving that ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball gets away from the catcher. Regan Sturgill, he gets to third base. Not a stolen base. Sorry about your luck, Regan. That is a wild pitch that advances you to third base. And the good fortune of the throw from the catcher being off the mark at third. Both runners move up. We have 2 runners in scoring position for Weston Hopkins, needing some RBIs right now. Down 4 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out for the sophomore hitter at the plate, Weston Hopkins. Jackson does not come set, but he does not get it called. The ball's put into play to right field. It bounces in front of the right fielder. Both runners coming home. The right fielder drops the ball. Both runs score with Simonek only about a step and a half behind Regan Sturgill, and Regan only had to run 90 feet. But Weston Hopkins gets on base again. Looks like a single and a 1-base error. We'll see how the official score tags that. It might be a double, but we'll learn that shortly. Nonetheless, it was 2 RBIs on that 1 ball put into play. Eagles trim the lead by 2, now trail by 2 with Jarrett Smith coming to the plate.
Batting for Hennessey, Jarrett Smith.
First pitch slider runs away from the hitter, swing and a miss. Jarrett wanted a fastball on the outer half, and that ball got the inner half of the left-handed batter's box. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 out, runner on second base. That's Weston Hopkins. Ball is fouled off. Fouled off to the right-hand side behind the first base dugout. Smith down in a hole, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Hopkins at second base. Pitch is way outside, ball 1. Noah Jackson didn't give Smith anything to look at on that one. Official score called that previous play a double, so another double for Weston Hopkins as Jarrett Smith goes down swinging for out number 2.
Now batting for Hennessey, Sebastian Gonzalez.
2 outs now for the Eagles. Senior pitcher Sebastian Gonzalez, he's hitting for himself. Looks at the first pitch, swings and puts it into play over the third baseman's head. Hopkins comes around third base. There will be no play there. The throw comes into third base. Seabass takes a long run and a look around second base. If the ball went in home, he was going to second, but the ball came behind him. The throw from third base to first base, he's safe getting back in there with the clean single, RBI single for Sebastian Gonzalez. The Eagles trail now by 1. Timeout on the field as Seabass returns his elbow pad to the coach, and then he will be going into the dugout to prepare for his pitching half. Courtesy runner for the Hennessey Eagles is Cameron Griffin. He wears number 11 on his Eagle blue jersey top.
Number 11, Cam Griffin.
With 2 outs, courtesy runner is available in high school baseball for both the catcher and the pitcher. So that brings Griffin to the field. He takes his lead off of first base. Noah Jackson takes a look at Griffin. Slider hits the knees. Strike 1 against Langston Smith. Langston is 2 for 2 on the day. Has yet to score, has not got an RBI, but he has got on base twice. Ball's put into play. That's going to be over the third baseman's head to the left field. Griffin rounds second. He scampers back into second base. Langston is 3 for 3 on the day with 3 singles. Griffin moves up 90 feet to second base.
Now batting for Hennessey, Kevin Trio.
Griffin is the tying run. He is 180 feet away. Got a timeout on the field. We're going to have a pinch runner here for Langston Smith. Langston got hit in the upper thigh in his previous at-bat, and he's running like I vision I look like when I'm running, and I haven't been hitting the upper thigh with a fastball. Anyway, we have a pinch runner. That's Aiden Dickens at first base. Aiden Dickens pinch running at first. Cam Griffin courtesy running at second, and Kevin Trio at the plate for the Eagles. First pitch gifted by the home plate umpire. Strike 1 called. Kevin is 0 for 1 with a walk so far in the game today. Looking to put the ball into play. Base hit would score 1 from second base for sure. Next pitch, curveball. That stayed inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Not a bad looking pitch, but just stayed inside. Did not get enough snap on that curve. So it evens the count for Trio. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider. Broke downstairs off the plate. The hammer fell off the table on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 men on, 2 outs for the Eagles. Down 1 here in the 4th inning. That pitch hits him. Fastball stayed in and ran in to load the bases for Jacob Johns.
Now batting for Hennessey, Jacob Johns.
Jacob Johns has walked 6 times so far in the 5.5 games so far in the 2023 season. He's reached on an error twice as well with 1 base hit. First pitch stays low. A walk ties the game. A base hit probably give the Eagles the lead. We got 2 outs for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 4th. Bases are loaded. Cameron Griffin 90 feet away. That ball's fouled straight back over the backstop and over the press box area here at Funderburg Field. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Griffin the tying run at third base. Ball's popped up, staying on the infield. The shortstop is underneath it, and he gloves it for the 3rd out.
3 runs for Hennessey in the
Eagles score 3 in the bottom of the 4th to get back in the game. Now trail only 1 as they leave 3 runners on in the bottom of the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th. Chisholm Longhorns 6, Hennessey Eagles 5.
Stream the
Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Sebastian Gonzalez out for his 5th inning of work for the Hennessey Eagles. The senior right-hander has thrown 93 pitches so far. 59 of them have been for strike, facing 20 batters so far. Gonzalez has given up 6 runs, only 2 of them earned, as 2 walks and 5 strikeouts thrown. First pitch up and away. Kelson Hamilton, the 3-hole hitter, he's the third baseman for the Longhorns. He's the first batter here in the top of the 5th. Longhorns lead 6-5. Eagles trimmed the lead by scoring 3 runs in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Unfortunately, they left 3 on, or they could have taken the lead with a well-placed single there at the end of the inning. 1-1 pitch stays up and in, runs the count at 2-1. Next pitch hits the knees, runs the count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hamilton 0 for 1 with 1 walk and 1 strikeout so far in today's game. 2-2 pitch, right back at me. Fortunately, there's a nylon net right between me and where that ball was coming. That is a foul ball. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gonzalez from the windup. Hamilton reaches out. Wasn't going to take any chances on that pitch that may have just caught the outside corner. He fouls it off, keeping the count 2-2 and keeping his at-bat alive. That pitch goes up and in, and he swings and fouls that one off. That would have been ball 3. But Hamilton is in full protection mode after striking out looking in his previous at-bat. New ball in Gonzalez's hand as he shakes off the first sign from Weber. Fastball outside corner, fouled off again. Hamilton is battling. Gonzalez has thrown him 3 different pitches and gotten the same result each time, 3 foul balls to the backstop. There's strike 3 called right on the outside edge. He had fouled off pitches much worse than that one. That had all plate for the first out of the 5th inning. Longhorns have their next hitter coming up. Left fielder Easton John. He wears number 11 on the back of his jersey. Langston Smith back in at third base after being pinch ran for in the bottom half of the 4th. This is re-entry rule for high school baseball, so he's allowed to do that 1 time, and he has done that. John fouls the 1-0 pitch off. Goes into the parking lot to the west of the ballpark. Shadows are starting to creep across the infield. They're covering up home plate. About halfway now between the third base line and the mound. The rest of the field, except for a foul pole stretching from the third base dugout all the way to the outfield fence, is the only other shadow on the field. Next 2 pitches are outside the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. Two hits and 2 at-bats, 3 RBIs for Easton John, the left fielder. He requests time and is granted time. 3-1 pitch right here from the windup. Gonzalez inside. It goes to the backstop. Weber's going to have to track that ball down. He does so just in front of the on-deck circle near the first base dugout. Time is requested and granted to Hennessey Eagles head baseball coach Matthew Fuchsa. He comes in for an infield conference this visit with his infielders and his pitcher. Gonzalez now has eclipsed the century mark in pitches so far, thrown 107 in the game so far. 4 1/3 innings. 67 of those 107 pitches have been for strike. Conference is over. Next hitter, Cooper Brinkley. He's the first baseman. He got an error in the bottom of the 4th inning that started the rally for the Eagles. Now he has an at-bat here to amend for that, perhaps. First pitch fastball upstairs, just a little bit too high. Ball 1. Easton John takes his lead at first base. That pitch gets away. Hunter Weber has no idea where it is, and I'm confused. The ball goes to the a balk must have been called. A balk was called because the ball got away from Hunter Weber and he did not retrieve it, but nobody was doing anything except for Easton John jogging slowly to second base. Balk was called. No pitch on the delivery. Next pitch is a strike. Fastball right down the middle for Sebastian Gonzalez. Runs the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out with a runner on second base. Weston Hopkins holding the runner on there, leaving a big hole on the right-hand side as he scampers back as the ball is delivered, as the pitch is delivered. Check that. That one stays outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on the hitter. Cooper's 0 for 2 with 1 strikeout. Struck out looking on the previous at-bat. Took that pitch on the outer half for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the first baseman. Gonzalez working quickly, comes set. Fastball fouled back, straight back. Off the backstop screen. Retrieved there by the on-deck hitter by the Chisholm Longhorns. Count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the delivery stays low. Runs count full. Full count on Brinkley. Easton John at second base takes his lead. Ball's put into play in between second and first base. John stops at third base, rounds it, but stops as the ball gets quickly thrown in by Hayden Hubbard. Hits the cutoff man. That's Jacob Johns, the first baseman. He gets the cut, holds the runner at first, holds the runner at third. Nobody scores on the base hit, but with 1 out, Longhorns have something going. Noah Jackson, he's the pitcher, and he is the hitter as well. Runners at the corner, Easton John at third, Cooper Brinkley at first, and the delivery, fastball outside, ball 1. Noah Jackson 1 for 2 so far on the game. He has struck out 1 time. Fastball right down Main Street, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out for the Longhorns. Eagles outfielders playing straight away. Hayden Hubbard shallow in right field. Kevin Trio deep in left field with a moderate to strong south wind blowing straight at the left field wall. Strike 2 called. Runs the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. He checks his swing, and he is called out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He went around on the pitch. Called strike 3 by the plate umpire. Did not warrant appeal. That's the second out for the Longhorns, bringing Jackson Cadell to the plate. Cadell is the center fielder. He's gone 1 for 2 so far in the game. Scored a run. First pitch, strike 1, taken. Ball trickles away from Hunter Weber. Thought Cooper Brinkley was going to try to go on the ball, but thought better of it, and he scampers back to first base. 0-1 on Cadell. Ball's put into play. Pop up. Shallow center field. Simonex coming in hard. It gets away from him. The infielders stopped running because they thought the ball had to be hit well enough to get to center field. It wasn't. It landed about 10 feet in front of Simonek and about 10 feet from both infielders in proverbial no man's land, and it scores 2. 2-run score on the pop-up that just got out of the Eagle infield. That's too bad. Sebastian Gonzalez could have been out of the half inning with no runs scored, and now he's going to be removed from the pitching mound with 2 runs against. Still conferencing at home plate, trying to determine by casting lots, I suppose, who will be the next pitcher for the Eagles. Ball is put into Weston Hopkins' hands. Hopkins will come in from second base and relieve. Looks like it might be a straight up change with Sebastian Gonzalez moving to second base, Hopkins moving to the mound for his second outing of the season. Hopkins, for his second game on the mound so far this season, he's pitched 2 innings, faced 13 batters in those 2 innings, gave up 1 hit and 5 earned runs off 6 walks and 3 strikeouts. That coming against the Class 4A Dewey Bulldoggers in the Pioneer Mustang Festival that kicked off the Hennessey Eagles season last week. Hopkins, a right-hander, wears number 6 on his jersey, taking his warm-up pitches right now. Hunter Weber staying in at catcher, following the soft pop-up to center field. We have a runner now on second base. Next hitter will be Bryson Hart. He's the Longhorn shortstop. He's 0 for 1 on the game. Walked once with 1 strikeout so far in the contest. Eagles got the scoring started in the bottom of the first inning, scoring 2 runs before the 4 scored by the Longhorns in the top of the 4th. Longhorns scored another 2 in the top of the, 4 runs in the top of the 3rd. Longhorns scored 2 in the top of the 4th. Eagles 3 in the bottom of the 4th. And now here in the top of the 5th, Longhorns have plated 2 to take the 8-5 lead, stretch their lead by 3 runs now with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. First pitch offering by Weston Hopkins, ball 1, up and away. Hopkins working quickly, comes set. Off-speed pitch stays inside. Two balls, no strikes. That pitch stays outside. He's outside, inside, now outside again for a 3-0 count. First base is unoccupied, so a walk doesn't hurt anything. Runner in scoring position for the Longhorns, 180 feet away. And that pitch stays outside. 4-pitch walk to start off Weston Hopkins outing for the Eagles. Bottom of the order here for the Longhorns are doing the most damage. Four runs have been scored so far by the last three hitters in the Longhorn lineup. Hayden Hatchell, the right fielder, is now hitting. He's 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored and 1 RBI out of the 9-hole. First pitch was a strike. Second pitch was a called strike as well. Just nipped the outer corner. 2 outs, 2 strikes. That pitch stays outside. Trying to get Hatchell to fish on a pitch well outside the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3 right here would end the inning with little damage. That ball's put into play, but it's foul. Out of play. Gonzalez faced 25 batters. There's a ground ball, a 2-hopper to Jarrett Smith. He tosses it to second base to Sebastian Gonzalez, who covers the bag before the runner can get there. That's the end of the 5th inning, or check that, the end of the top of the 5th. Longhorns score 2 and leave 2. We played 4.5 innings. Longhorns 8, Hennessey Eagles 5.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports.
4.5 innings have been played here at Jack Funderburg Field. Chisholm Longhorns hold a 8-5 lead over the host Hennessey Eagles. Regan Sturgill coming to the plate for his 3rd at-bat of the game. Reached on an error in the bottom of the 4th inning to get the rally started. Sturgill scored the first of 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th. So let's see if he can get things started again off his bat here in the 5th inning. Swings at the first pitch, foul ball out of play, or foul ball off the screen. The shadows from the third base side bleacher area are just now reaching the dirt circle. Second pitch fouled off into the parking area. Oh-2 pitch. Pitch is outside, a little upstairs as well. Noah Jackson still the pitcher for the Chisholm Longhorns. Jackson's thrown 98 pitches, faced 25 hitters. slider on the outer half, fouled off again. Not a bad slider right there from Jackson. Spoiled off the bat by Regan Sturgill. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Loves the slider. That one stayed outside and low. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. Bouncer to second base. Slow hopper. This throw is true to get Sturgill out at first base for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. Hunter Weber bats 9th. Second one to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 out for the Eagles. Eagles trail by 3, 8-5. Longhorns over the Eagles here after 4.5 complete. First pitch fastball. Strike 1 called. That's fouled straight back off of the netting. Weber in a hole now, 0-2. Weber 0 for 2 so far on the day. Struck out once. This ball's popped up. Is there a chance? It stays in the field of play, but way back here. Too far for Trevor Haas to scamper to get underneath it, just in front of the backstop. Weber's foul gives him at least one more pitch to see. No balls, 2 strikes from the windup. Ball's put into play. Shortstop on the second hop. Throws hard. Safe. Safe at first. A great 90 run there by Hunter Weber, who peels off into foul territory with an infield single. That's where rallies start. Ball's put into play. Seth Simonek comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1. That one being a double on the first pitch of the baseball game. He scored 2 runs and has walked his 2 other at-bats following that leadoff double. Runner on first base, that's Hunter Weber. 1 out for the Eagles. Simonek squares to show bunt. Don't know that we'll be sacrificing down 3 here in the late innings. But with the speed of Simonek, the bunt base hit is always in play. Pickoff attempt at first base. Weber's called out. He had taken too much of a lead and a really nice pickoff there at first base. So his single goes for naught. He gets to run back to the dugout after being thrown out at first base for the second out of the half. 0-1 pitch. Curveball, strike 2. The curveball had Simonek leaning back, and then as the ball crossed the plate, a knowing nod of, yep, that was a strike, wasn't it? 0-2 delivery. Curveball again, base hit right up the middle. Went to the curve one too many times. Simonek with his second hit of the game. This one a single. His previous one, the aforementioned double to lead off the game. Weston Hopkins comes to the plate. Hopkins is 2 for 3. 2 runs scored and 3 RBIs. Hopkins has 1 strikeout on the day, but he had the hit that really got them back into the game there in the 4th inning. Simonek off. Ball's in the dirt. Simonek in safely, easily at second base. Simonek now with 7 steals on the game, his second of this game. Curveball, swing and a miss. Hopkins started the game at second base, and in the previous half inning, took his turn on the mound to relieve Sebastian Gonzalez after Gonzalez had 120 pitches on the day. 1-1 pitch, curveball, put into play, gets by the shortstop. Simonek rounds third base. Hopkins, he rounds first, but scampers back as the ball is returned to the infield by the left fielder. That's an RBI single for Weston Hopkins.
Now batting for Hennessey, Jarrett Smith.
Hopkins now with 9 RBIs, and there he steals second base. Let's check the stat sheet. That is his 6th stolen base on the season, 1 behind teammate Seth Simonek. Now he's in scoring position. Eagles down by 2. Jarrett Smith at the plate. First pitch on the Hopkins steal attempt was ball 1. 1-0 count now to Smith, runner in scoring position. That pitch way outside, good take right there. Weston Hopkins in scoring position, but with his speed, that could also be true of first base. 180 feet away. That pitch taken for strike 1, outer edge. 2 balls, 1 strike now on the freshman shortstop. Now the hitter's feet are in the sunshine in the gap in the bleacher area. That pitch fouled off of the catcher's glove, then face mask, and then to the backstop. Plate umpire giving the catcher a little bit of time to make sure he's got his wherewithals. Count goes even on that foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second, deuces are wild. Eagles down by 2, needing a base hit and another couple of base hits to get back into this game officially. 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball was caught cleanly. That's the 3rd out of the inning. Eagles do score 1 and leave 1. After 5 complete, Chisholm 8. Hennessey Eagles are 6.
Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Need fuel for your vehicle? We'll take care of you at 81 Plus Services, or you may know us as 81 Cross Services, located at 410 North Main in Hennessey. We meet your 24-hour fueling needs with diesel, dyed diesel, and 100% gasoline. We accept most major credit cards such as Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and the WEX fleet cards. Come by and see us. We are proud supporters of all our Hennessey Eagles.
Support your school's Booster Club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Eagle Propane of Hennessey is proud to support all of our area high school athletes. Let them service all of your propane needs. They have the experience to handle your needs large and small. Find out what they can do for you by calling 405-853-4445. Eagle Propane is at the corner of Highways 81 and 51 on the north side of Hennessey. They are proud to service the Hennessey, Enid, and Kingfisher areas for all of your propane needs.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay?
Back at Jack Funderburg Field here at Hennessey High School, going to the top of the 6th inning. Little positional changing. Don't have a lineup change, but a positional changing changes on the field. Langston Smith moves from third base to first base. After part of an inning at second base, Sebastian Gonzalez moves from second to third. Jacob Johns moves to right field from first base. and the game's previous right fielder, Hayden Hubbard, moves to second. First pitch put into play. Sharply hit ground ball straight at Jarrett Smith. He throws a rocket across the infield to Langston Smith for the first out of the top of the 6th inning. 1 pitch, 1 out for Hopkins in his 2nd inning of play on the Eagles mound. Working from the windup for the first time as he pitched the previous half inning with inherited runners on base. Eagles scored 1 in the bottom half of the 5th inning to trim the lead, the Longhorn lead. It's now 8-6. First pitch fouled off, second pitch low, ball 1. Plate umpire uses his left foot to clean part of the plate. Forgot his plate brush at home, apparently. Fly ball straight away right field. Seth Simonek shades to his left, catching the ball about cap high for the second out of the inning.
Hamilton.
2 up, 2 down for the Longhorns here in the top of the 6th inning. Longhorns lead 8-6. Hopkins with 2 quick outs. That one ball is hit sharply but well foul down the left field foul line. Stays in foul ball territory. So an Eagle will run down there to pick it up. That pitch stays low. Had the plate but stayed low. Couldn't get Kelson Hamilton, the Longhorn third baseman, to fish at that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's upstairs, 2-1. Full cloud cover right now over the entirety of Funderburg Field. It will warrant turning the lights on before too long. Not quite yet, as there will be a break in the clouds shortly. 3-1. Ball's put into play. Smith runs after it, but it lands in the short left field grass area, out of reach by the shortstop Jarrett Smith. That's a single there for Kelson Hamilton. That brings up left fielder Easton John, hitting from the left-hand side.
Now batting Easton John.
John is 2 for 2 with a run scored and 3 RBIs in today's game. He's been the hitter that the Eagles have had the most trouble with. Sebastian Gonzalez saw him in each of his plate appearances prior. First pitch, ball 1, 1-0. Two outs for the Eagles. 2 quick outs. Since then, Hopkins has struggled in strike consistency, throwing a strike and then a ball and then another ball. But here we got 2-0. That pitch is in and low. 3-0 quickly to the Longhorn 4-hole hitter. Up next, Cooper Brinkley, then Noah Jackson after him. Fastball low and away in the dirt, 4-pitch walk. So 2 quick outs and 2 quick runners on now for the Longhorns. Easton John, check that, Kelson Hamilton now in scoring position.
Now batting for Chisholm, Cooper Brinkley.
Sorry for our viewers, I kicked the camera. Didn't mean to. First pitch to Brinkley, strike 1 on the outer edge. Don't know that Cooper has taken a pitch that he agrees with so far in today's contest. Next pitch, ground ball. Jarrett Smith was shading towards the middle way too much. Ball gets away from left fielder Kevin Trio. That lets the runner advance from second to third. Hamilton scores from second, and the lead is stretched to 3. The infield was pinched to the middle. In a normal alignment, I believe Jarrett Smith would have been right where that ground ball was hit, but pinching the infield with 2 outs. Don't know why they were pinching the infield, but he had it. He was shading towards the middle, and then the ball gets away from left fielder Kevin Trio to allow one runner to advance. First pitch comes in low. Ground ball foul. It just misses the Eagles' third base dugout. Quickly 0-2. Hopkins needing to shut down this inning. That ball ricochets into the outfield grass in live ball territory. Eagle runs out there and quickly retrieves the ball. Now we're back into play. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third for the Longhorns. Hopkins needs an out right here to stay in the game. Ball's put into play. Pop up to left field. Semenek shades over. He runs the farthest, but he pulls it down as the center fielder is the outfield quarterback. He gets his choice. If any ball's out there, he pulls that one down. Longhorns score 1 run, leave 2 runners, both in scoring position. Through 5 1/2 innings of play, Chisholm Longhorns 9, Hennessey Eagles 6.
Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do you. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always.
Chisholm Longhorns come into today's game 2 wins, 5 losses on the season, 0-3 in District 3A1, but hold a 3-run lead, 9-6 over the Eagles here in the late frames. Hennessey Eagles 3-2 on the season and 1-0 in Class 3A District 1 following their victory yesterday against these same Chisholm Longhorns in North Enid. First pitch off speed. Noah Jackson still on the hill for the Longhorns. That's strike 1, swing and a miss. Jackson's thrown 118 pitches, 71 of them have been for strike. And he's given up 6 runs to the Eagles. That pitch off speed in the dirt, ball 1. Gonzalez 1 for 3, 1 RBI. He did strike out 1 time so far in today's game. 1-1 from the windup. Straight back off the screen. Foul ball, strike 2. Gonzalez in a hole now. Need to get something started here for the Eagles. Bottom of the 6th. Longhorns 9, Eagles 6. Pitch is low and away. Run the count full. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jackson from the windup. The delivery. That one's low and away as well. Trickles away towards the visitor on deck circle, retrieved by Longhorn head coach Riley Thompson. Seabass has worked the count full, 3-2, nobody out. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch. That pitch is outside, but called strike 3. First out of the game. Check that. First out of the inning. Strike 3 looking. And that will be the last pitch thrown by starting pitcher Noah Jackson. Jackson threw 123 pitches officially. 73 of them were for strike. 5 1/3 innings, gave up 10 hits, 6 runs, 3 of them were earned. He threw 4 walks and struck out 8 Eagle hitters. Looks like number 5. We have, we don't show a number 5 on our roster. So until we know otherwise, he will be known as number 5. He will be coming in to relieve for the Longhorns. Longhorns looking for their first district win. Got run ruled in 2 games versus the OCS Saints. Oklahoma Christian School and Crossings are 1-2. Crossings 6-0 overall, 4-0 in district play. Oklahoma Christian School 3-0 and 2-0, followed then by Hennessey and Newkirk. They're in first place among the public schools in Class 3A District 1, both 3-2, 1-0 in district play, followed by Alva at 4-5, Blackwell 2-6, Chisholm 2-5, and Millwood 0-4 overall in District 3A1. That's the overall records. Next up for the Hennessey Eagles will be this Friday at Garber. It's a 3-way with Garber Wolverines and Frontier. That's Friday, March the 24th, 4 p.m. first pitch in the 3A between Hennessey, Garber, and Frontier Friday evening. This is Dallas Darrow on the hill, so he won't have to be called number 5 anymore. Dallas Darrow, the Chisholm School Superintendent's son, on the hill. He comes in for relief over Jackson Caddell. I'm sorry, he comes in for relief, Noah Jackson. So many Jacksons. We're back to live action now. First pitch, ground ball up the third base line, trickles foul just before it gets to the bag as Kelson Hamilton fields the ball. Langston Smith is the hitter for the Eagles.
Now batting for Hennessey, Langston Smith.
Langston's had a good day.
Number 5, Dallas Darrow.
Langston is 3 for 3 on the day. Has not scored. He was pinch run for after his previous at-bat and returned via the re-entry rule for high school. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 0-2. Ball's put into play over the first baseman's head, down the right field line. This will go for extra if he wants to push it for extra. He does. Langston, he is limping. He's got an issue with the leg. I believe the one that that perhaps got hit by a ball in a previous at-bat in a pitched ball. He's looking at coach. I think he's wanting to be pulled. Now, if he does get run for in this situation, he will not get to re-enter the contest. We'll see who he runs for him. Looks like Nick Murray is the one who pulls off his ball cap to put on the helmet. Nick Murray will go in to pinch run for Langston.
Pinch runner for Langston Smith at second base, number 5, Nick Murray.
Nick Murray played in yesterday's baseball game. He ended up playing left field, went 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. But here all he's going to be asked for is to run. He's at second base with 1 out for the Eagles. Eagles need more than just him on base and more than just him scoring. Down by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. But you get one at a time.
Now batting for Hennessey, Kevin Trio.
Kevin Trio now comes to the plate. Kevin's 0 for 1 on the day, does have a walk. First pitch runs inside, he checks his swing. He does not go, and the ball stays in for ball 1. Dallas Darrow from the left-handed side of the mound, throwing with his left hand. That ball stays outside, 2-0. Nick Murray takes his short lead, being held on by the second baseman. Big hole on the right-hand side for Trio. That ball comes across, strike 1. First strike that Trio has seen. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Eagles down by 3 at the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch is up. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Trio looking to get on. Eagles need base runners. That ball's low. Ball 4, and Trio gets a walk. That's his second base on balls of the game. Brings up Jacob Johns, the right fielder for the Hennessey Eagles. Jacob started out at first base, moved to right field. He might be moving back to first base after Langston Smith was lifted following his double in this inning. John squares to bunt. Both people fielded. Both the catcher and the pitcher had their hands on it. Ball was thrown, but it was late. Jacob Johns gets to first base on the infield single. It loads him up for the Eagles. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Eagles down by 3. The tying run is now on base at first. Potential go-ahead run for the Eagles now in the likes of Regan Sturgill, the designated hitter for the Eagles. First pitch, strike 1. Sturgill officially 0 for 3 on the game. He does have 1 run scored when he reached on an error. Bouncer over the pitcher. No tag there. Oh, it gets into the outfield. I didn't see that. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. Jacob Johns goes all the way to third base. We got a timeout on the field. That's a clean single, 2-run score. Regan Sturgill is at first base. He's limping now. What's that noise? He's going to be lifted with what looks like a lower body injury. He's limping on his left leg.
Now batting for Hennessey, Hunter Weber.
Sturgill was the designated hitter. He was hitting for Hayden Hubbard, and so Hubbard will come in and run for technically himself if you're scoring at home and even if you're alone. Runners at the corner, 1 out. Eagles are down by 1. We're having deja vu to 24 hours a day when the Eagles had to come from behind and did so in their 11-10 victory over the Longhorns. Hubbard takes a lead at second. Curveball up and in to Hunter Weber. Weber at the bottom of the order has gone 1 for 3, struck out 1 time so far in today's game. Looking to put the ball into play and tie this game. That ball gets past the second base, the catcher, play at the plate. Jacob John slides in head first. Left hand touches the base, and we are tied at 9. Hayden Hubbard goes to second base on that passed ball. And we start all over again. 3 runs have crossed the plate here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 9-9 at Funderburg Field. 2 balls now on Hunter Weber, and a runner in scoring position, Hayden Hubbard at second base, taking his lead. Big hole on the right side for Weber. He puts it to the right side, but it stays foul, well foul. Kept his hands in and tried to poke it that direction, hitting behind the runner. That's Hubbard at second base. But the ball got into him just a little bit too much. That's just the first strike to Weber. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That ball's inside. It hits him. It hits him. Looks like in the foot. He's hopping it off with some beautiful dance moves down the first base line. We've had 2 leg injuries so far in this half inning alone. Can't afford another one. Getting thin on pinch runners, that's for sure.
Now batting for Hennessey, Seth Simonek.
Back to the top of the order, Seth Simonek. He's had a very nice day so far. 2 for 2 with a double and a single. He's walked twice and scored 3 runs. Now we have an injury timeout as head baseball coach Matthew Fuchsa, he goes to check on his starting catcher, Hunter Weber, who took one in the foot. Looks like off the inside ankle of his right foot. All bone right there. But he's going to be expected to score from third base here in just moments from now, I feel certain. Coach Fuchsa wants to make sure that he can go. He has a re-entry opportunity if a runner is needed for Hunter Weber. But nope, he's going to stay in. As Seth Simonek comes to the plate, once again having a very nice day, his best day out of the 6 so far this season. 2 for 2 with 3 runs scored. 1 out, runners at first and second. That ball's put into play, goes straight to the pitcher, gets 1, but not enough to get Simonek going down the line. 1 hopper to Dallas Darrow on the pitcher's mound. He turns and throws and gets Hunter Weber at second base for 1 out. But the following throw to first base just not in time for the very quick Seth Simonek. He's on via fielder's choice. We have runners at the corner. Hayden Hubbard 90 feet away with the go-ahead run. Seth Simonek in scoring position for him at second base. He can at first base, check that. He can definitely score from there on a ball hit to the outfield at any kind of depth. First pitch is fouled off by Weston Hopkins. Hopkins once again the leading hitter so far on the season for the Eagles. Next pitch is outside as Simonek definitely moves into scoring position on the non-throw following ball 1. 2 men in scoring position. Hayden Hubbard at third, Simonek at second base. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. The left-handed Darrow comes set. Ball's down into the dirt. Ball 2. There's not another Eagle that we would rather have the bat in their hand in this situation, the opportunity to take the lead, than Weston Hopkins. That ball's in the dirt as well. Way ahead. Coach Fuchs's instruction to Hopkins is 1 pitch, 1 spot. Do not give in to what the pitcher throws. But if he throws you one right down the middle, go ahead and take that. They give Hopkins the automatic base on balls. No need to throw with the new rule in all levels of baseball now, where they're not forcing you to intentionally walk somebody. They just tell the umpire, put him on. So now we are loaded. Jarrett Smith at the plate. Bases are loaded. Go ahead run at third base. That pitch gets away from the catcher. He has to pick it up off the dirt as the umpire signals strike one called. Usually when the ball is in the dirt, it's not a strike, but in this situation, it is strike one. Ball gets away. It goes through the backstop. Hubbard scores easily. All runners move up one base on the wild pitch. Eagles have the lead. They've scored 4, and they're not done. Seth Simonek at third base, 90 feet away. Weston Hopkins at second base. The two fastest Eagles are on the pads. And Jarrett Smith at the plate for the Eagles. That pitch gets by him. Simonek could have pushed it, but he didn't get a jump immediately. Ball gets away from the catcher. Trevor Hawes doesn't go near as far away as the previous pass ball or wild pitch, as it were. So Simonek decides to stay home. 2 balls, 1 strike. Darrow comes set. Curveball gets the outside corner. Comes back into the zone for strike 2. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on, 2 men in scoring position for the Eagles. They're up 10-9, having scored 4 this half. He goes, ball's in the dirt. They got to throw him out. Oh, Simonek comes home and gets tagged. We had a swing and a miss, strike 3, ball in the dirt. So Smith had the opportunity to go to first base. But Simonek is coming home on the play, and he gets tagged in the belly to end the 6th inning. Nonetheless, 4 runs were scored. They needed 3 to tie. They got 4, so they got the lead. We go to the 7th inning. Longhorns have 3 outs to get back into this, trailing by 1. We go to the top of the 7th next. Eagles up 10-9.
Understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
We go to the top of the 7th. Eagles did what they needed to do, and that is get the lead in the bottom of the 6th. We're in the top of the 7th. Eagles lead by 1 after a 4-run 6th inning, 10-9, Eagles over the Longhorns. First pitch put into play, into left field, 1 hop, 2 hops. Kevin Trio gets it. He gets the ball back in quickly to Jarrett Smith. Cutoff man there beyond shortstop. First pitch, first hit into play, and a first runner on here to lead off the top of the 7th inning.
Now batting for Chisholm, Bryson Hart.
That was Jackson Cadell, the center fielder, 7-spot hitter, putting the ball into play and getting things started for the Longhorns. bottom three in the Longhorn order have scored 4 of the 9 runs for the Longhorns so far in the contest. Tying run at first base, nobody out. First pitch was hit into play, and now we've thrown 2 balls to the next hitter. That pitch catches the outer edge, strike 1. This is Bryson Hunt. Check that, Bryson Hart. He's the shortstop for the Longhorns. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a strikeout so far in the contest. That pitch catches the outside corner as well, runs the count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss, strike 3. That one had all plate right down the middle. Weston Hopkins in his 3rd inning of play really challenged the hitter there. 2-strike delivery right down the middle, swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the first out here in the top of the 7th. Next pitch is put into play. It's popped up around home plate. Don't know where it is. It's going to be fair if it's foul. Okay, so the ball hit in fair territory, but the first time it was contacted is in foul territory. It had so much spin on it. Hunter Weber missed it initially. He had the opportunity. It did land in fair territory, but Hunter did not contact it until it spun into foul territory. So the first time it was contacted, making it a foul ball. Both teams lucked out on that one right there. Next pitch fouled off, out of play, into the old bus barn parking area. Quickly 0-2. Well, the Eagles really thought that they had the second out of the inning right there, but just couldn't do it. Ball's put into play. Jarrett Smith, he fumbles the ball. He initially was covering because of the stolen base attempt. Caudell was stealing on the play, so Jarrett Smith was shading to cover the steal, and then the ball was hit behind him. He did get a glove on it to keep the ball on the infield and keep it to an infield single. There's 1 out. Tying run is at second base. Go ahead run for the Longhorns at first, and we're at the bottom of the order with Hayden Hatchell at the plate. Nope, we do not have Hayden Hatchell. This is number 2. Oh, back to the top. I'm sorry. Langley Amon, the second baseman, back at the top of the order for the Longhorns. That ball's fouled off. Quickly 0-2 on the leadoff hitter for the Longhorns. Hopkins has thrown 38 pitches. 23 of them have been for strikeouts on the 11 batters faced so far. That pitch is inside. 0-2 pitch, not too good. Looking to get the hitter to fish. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eagles have the lead 10-9, but there is a Longhorn in scoring position. That off-speed delivery low and away runs the count full, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yesterday's game was very exciting with the Hennessey Eagles come from behind win to win 11-10 at Longhorn Field. This one matches that as well. That ball's put into play. Short right field. 2 hops. Holds the runner at third base. Jacob Johns gets the ball in quickly to prevent the runner scoring from second. We have 1 out, and the bases are loaded. Coach Fuchs requests and his granted timeout. He's going to have a conference with his infielders and his pitcher. Dallas Darrow comes in to hit. It looks like it's in the position for the catcher, Trevor Haas, but we don't know what the lineup change was when he took the mound here last inning. First pitch by Hopkins, outside corner, strike one called. Darrow pitches with his left hand, but he hits from the right side in this situation. No balls, one strike, one out. Bases are loaded. Next pitch is outside, a little bit low as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tying run 90 feet away. Longhorn go-ahead run at second base. They are loaded with 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the delivery. Ball is put into play. Slow roller. Throw. He gets him at first base, but we are tied. Slow roller Jarrett Smith. He comes up and guns one to first base. Gets the second out as the tying run crosses home plate. I was fortunate that the Eagles got the 1 out on that. When it was first off the bat, I didn't know if it was going to be possible to get an out on that. There are now 2, and we are tied with 10 on the board. Next pitch, low and in, ball 1. 2 runners in scoring position for the Longhorns. One-0 delivery. Pitch is up. Kelson Hamilton, the third baseman. He's 1 for 3, 2 runs scored. That pitch is low. 3-ball count. First base is unoccupied. You'd like to get the out when you can get the out, but a walk here would not hurt near as much as a base hit. Tying run at third base once again. Coach Fuchs says put him on. Let's not throw that 4th pitch and risk any kind of pass ball or wild pitch. We're loaded. And the 4-hole hitter, left fielder Easton John, comes to the plate. John has been the Eagle killer on the day so far. 2 for 2, 1 run scored. He's got 3 RBIs with 1 walk so far. First pitch from Hopkins is upstairs, ball 1. Once again, there's 2 outs, 3 Longhorns on the pads. 10-10 ball game in the top of the 7th. Longhorns have done what they needed to do, and that was tie it and force the bottom of the 7th. This ball's put into play, straightaway left field. Kevin Trio catches the ball, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. 1 run is scored. That forces the issue to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. We're tied at 10-10. 1 run was scored. 3 men were left on by the Longhorns. We go to the bottom of the 7th after this.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Need fuel for your vehicle? We'll take care of you at 81 Plus Services, or you may know us as 81 Cross Services, located at 410 North Main in Hennessey. We meet your 24-hour fueling needs with diesel, dyed diesel, and 100% gasoline.
Going to the bottom of the 7th inning, tied 10-10. Hennessey Eagles and Chisholm Longhorns knotted up. Yesterday's game ended in an 11-10 score. This one might just end in an 11-10 score as well.
Leading off for Hennessey in the bottom of the 7th, Sebastian Gonzalez.
Due up for the Eagles in the bottom of the 7th, Sebastian Gonzalez, Langston Smith, and Kevin Trio. First pitch, 52 feet. Needed to go 60 feet 6 inches. So that is ball 1. The bounce might have been in the zone, but the umpire stopped paying attention after it hit the dirt when he decided to bail out of the way. 1 ball, no strikes. Tie ball game, 10-10. Sebastian Gonzalez. That pitch is low and in. Gonzalez 1 for 4 with an RBI, 2 strikeouts on the day. Here's the 2-0. Fouled off to the right side, out of play. Dallas Darrow into pitch. Has faced 8 batters, thrown 28 pitches so far, 14 of which have been strikes. That pitch is way outside, 3-1 for Gonzalez. 1 pitch, 1 spot is the instruction. Don't give in. But if it's right down the middle to your liking, hammer it. That pitch is low and in, ball 4. 5-pitch walk to the senior third baseman. Last season's #1 hitter, Sebastian Gonzalez. He gets the free pass to first base. He is the winning run on base. 70% of all leadoff hitters that walk score. So let's see if we can stay on the 70. Nick Murray in.
Batting for Hennessey, Nick Murray.
He's batting for Langston Smith. Langston injured his upper leg in a previous at-bat. That pitch catches the bottom of the zone, strike 1. I would guess that a bunt is going to be called by Coach Fuchsa. Pops it up and out of the reach of the scampering catcher. I believe that's the starting pitcher, Noah Jackson, is catching now. He moved to catcher when Dallas Darrow moved to replace him as pitcher in the previous inning. Tied at 10, 2 strikes on the batter, no outs. Sebastian Gonzalez takes his lead at first base. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Throw behind the runner at first base. Sebastian is back safely. Would have been a great time to throw the ball into right field.
Now batting for Hennessey, Kevin Trio.
Kevin Trio, 0 for 1 with 2 walks on the day today. He squares to bunt. He bunts it foul as well. Cannot get the bat square. Tries to aim it, and it gets knocked off the top of his bat towards the first base dugout on deck circle. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Winning run, Sebastian Gonzalez. He's on the move. Ball is put into play. It goes about 6 feet. As Sebastian Gonzalez was on the move on the pitch, he gets into second base safely. Kevin Trio thrown out by the catcher at first base. So in essence, the sacrifice bunt works on a full swing 6-foot hopper.
For Hennessey, Jacob Johns.
Winning run in scoring position. That's Sebastian Gonzalez taking his lead at second base. Jacob Johns to hit with 2 outs. Jacob 1 for 4 with 1 run scored with a strikeout in today's game. Swings and misses the first pitch, 0-1. That pitch is inside, gets away from the catcher. Sebastian moves to third base. He is 90 feet away with 60 feet of foul territory straight behind home plate. Pass ball, wild pitch can win this game right here for the Hennessey Eagles. 1 ball, 1 strike, winning run 90 feet away. That's Sebastian Gonzalez. Ball's put into, nope, not put into play. Fouled off to the right side, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jacob Johns. Trying to win the game right there on a base hit. That would be very nice. Now it's 1-2. 2 outs, runner on third. Ball's popped up. Short outfield. Shortstop's going out for it. He makes the catch. While still on the move,
No runs for Hennessey in the
shortstop Bryson Hart makes the catch in short center field,
score. Chisholm 10.
pushing us to the 8th inning. There was the opportunity, a chance for the Eagles to win the game in their last at-bat for the second time in 2 days, but we will go to the 8th inning. We're tied at 10 here at Jack Funderburg Field.
At most major credit cards such as Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and the WEX fleet cards. Come by and see us. We are proud supporters of all our Hennessey Eagles.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Eagle Propane of Hennessey is proud to support all of our area high school athletes. Let them service all of your propane needs. They have the experience to handle your needs large and small. Find out what they can do for you by calling 405-853-4445. Eagle Propane is at the corner of Highways 81 and 51 on the north side of Hennessey. They are proud to service the Hennessey, Enid, and Kingfisher areas for all of your propane needs.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving upskills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys of Pop Tech School.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait to do.
We're playing extra here at Jack Funderburg Field at Hennessey High School. Class 3A District 1 baseball game between the Hennessey Eagles and the visiting Chisholm Longhorns. Going to the top of the 8th inning, tied 10-10. Eagles had a chance with a runner on third base as a Jacob Johns pop fly gets caught in short center field to end the bottom of the 7th inning, forcing extra innings. Cooper Brinkley leads off the 8th inning. He takes one right in the back, and he's quite excited about that as he runs down to first base after tossing his bat down. First pitch hit by pitch. Go-ahead run for the Chisholm Longhorns is on base after just one pitch. Noah Jackson, the catcher, starting pitcher, but now catcher, he will come to the plate. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner at first base, number 21. That's Ethan. And I can't read Ethan's last name. So we're going to have our PA announcer, Tim Riddle, announce that for all to hear, and then I'll go with whatever he says. Pinch runner number 21 in at first base for Cooper Brinkley. Nobody out, top of the 8th inning. Weston Hopkins from the stretch position, his first offering goes outside. We're going with Ethan Q, number 21, pinch running at first base. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball's put into play. That's going to be stretched out and goes to the wall. Simonek did everything he could to catch that, but that's not enough as it goes all the way to the wall in left center field, and that scores Q all the way from first base. With the Noah Jackson stand-up double, Chisholm Longhorns have the 1-run lead, 11-10.
Now at the plate, Jackson Cadell.
So a hit batsman and then a double off of the arm of Weston Hopkins. He's down 1 now versus the Longhorns. Looks like we're going to have a runner come in for Noah Jackson. That'll be number 12, Nick Barker. Nick Barker will be at second base, running for Noah Jackson. Still nobody out, top of the first. 1 run is in. We are no longer tied. Longhorns with the 11-10 lead. Jackson Caudell, the center fielder, he comes in for his at-bat. Caudell is 2 for 4, 2 runs scored on the day. First pitch fouled off, out of play. New baseball into Weston Hopkins, working quickly from the stretch. Hopkins' delivery way outside, knocked down by Weber. He was off. Nope, he was on the bag. He never lost contact with the bag. If Sebastian Gonzalez could have come up with that Weber throw, the runner was out dead to rights. The umpire determined that he had not lost contact with the bag on his non-slide. So now we got a run at third. Next pitch by Hopkins hits the batter. Now 2 hit batsmen in the inning, sandwiched around a double. Now we got runners on the corners, nobody outs. Nobody out.
Bryson Hart.
Bryson Hart, the 8-hole shortstop. He comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts in today's contest. Hopkins comes set. Strike 1 called. Caudell goes to second base with no throw. Hunter Weber looks the runner back to third. Longhorns now with 2 runners in scoring position, second and third. Infielders are up. That pitch is hit to deep left field. It's caught. Tag is made at third base. He's coming in to home to score. And the Longhorns have a 2-run lead now with 1 out on the board. Ball hit to deep left field. Kevin Trio makes the catch and gets it in, but way too deep to attempt to get the runner at home plate. And by getting it to the cutoff man, Jarrett Smith, prevents the runner at second from advancing to third base. But he's going to try here on the still attempt. He gets it easily. Weber's throw to Sebastian Gonzalez pulls Sebastian off of the bag to his glove side. Pitch is a strike. It's 0-1 with 1 out. Hopkins' pitch goes inside. Hayden Hatchell, the right fielder, bottom of the order. He's 1 for 2, 2 runs scored and an RBI. Next pitch outside for Hopkins, 2-1. Longhorns have scored 2, gotten only 1 person out so far here in the top of the 8th inning. It's 12-10 Longhorns over the Eagles. Ground ball, foul. Fielded not so cleanly by the head baseball coach for the Longhorns, Riley Thompson. He throws the ball to the pitcher, Weston Hopkins. Examines it, says it's quite all right. Count is even. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Hits him. Gets him in the left shoulder. Hatchell doesn't make a big attempt to get out of the way, but it was enough for the home plate umpire to allow him first base on the hit batsman. Ball was just too far inside. Now the Longhorns have runners at the corners again with 1 out.
Now batting for Chisholm, Langley Amon.
Langley Amon, the second baseman, leadoff hitter for the Longhorns in today's game. First pitch, takes a strike at the knees. Amon 1 for 5. 1 run scored. Now down 0-1 with 1 out. Pitch is upstairs. Hayden Hatchell stays at first base. This situation probably has the free pass to go to second. Don't know if we'll have a throw down. Don't need any more runs scored. Hayden Hubbard in medium depth at second base. Pitch is fouled back, straight back, over the backstop, over the press box area for the second strike of this at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out for the Longhorns. Runners at the corners. Longhorns up 2. It's 12-10 here in extra. We're playing in the top of the 8th inning here. Line drive, past Jarrett Smith. He didn't get a good eye on that. Runner goes from first to second, second to third. It's a double, and the runner scores from first base. That's Hayden Hatchell scoring all the way from first base on that line shot that gets past the shortstop and all the way to the outfield before Seth Simonek can get the ball in. 4 runs have now come across the plate here in the top of the 8th inning off of Weston Hopkins. Dallas Darrow, the pitcher, and the pitcher of record that looks to he could get the win if the Longhorns hold on to this victory, was set to get the loss, but the 1 run scored in the top of the 7th gave him this opportunity to get the win. Bunt attempt. Nobody's covering first base. Apparently the middle infielder did not see that Jacob Johns was charging on that and left first base uncovered. Got to cover the holes that are created when a player goes to field a ground ball. And in that situation, the hole was not covered. So we're back to the corners with 1 out. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Ground ball, foul ball. Home plate umpire fails to use his foul signal so that we here in the press box and the bleacher area actually know what he's calling. So we'll just go by the reaction of the fielders that was a foul ball. Next pitch is low, 1-1. Four runs across. It's 14-10. This ball's put into play. That'll be run number 15. Ground ball to right field. Darrow takes a big long turn at second base, but then stretches back and reaches his left hand wearing his red oven mitt. Touches second base before the throw comes back to him. Clean single to right field, scoring the run. It's 15-10, 5 runs across this half. Easton John back to the plate again for the Longhorns. Hopkins comes set. That ball's hit into center field. Simonek had him shaded to right, and that goes to left center. Simonek picks the ball up. 1 run in. The runner from third will be held at second. Easton John with a stand-up double. Seth Simonek was shaded to right field, and that ball was hit to the left center field gap, giving Simonek no chance to get that. Cooper Brinkley re-enters for the Longhorns with his second at-bat this half inning. He led it off with a hit batsman, and his pinch runner came around and scored. Brinkley takes strike 1 on the outer half. Hopkins comes set. Swing and a miss by Brinkley on a fastball up and away. Hit him again. 0-2 pitch. Hit him in the upper body. That loads the bases. Hopkins looking into the dugout as Coach Fuchsa comes first and has a discussion with the home plate umpire. Probably not wanting to remove Hopkins from the game, but maybe just perhaps remove him from the mound with a switch or a double switch of some sort. Hopkins bowed his neck and had a really good relief appearance, giving up only 1 run there in the 7th inning, the tying run. But here this the 8th. Hopkins has struggled with his command, hitting a couple of batters and walking 3 with 1 strikeout in 2 2/3 innings. Hopkins has given up 8 hits. 6 of them have been earned, with 3 walks with the 1 strikeout. Apparently the base umpire needs to come in and offer his opinion on the double switch that Coach Fuchsa is performing. Now the conference at the mound with the infielders. 6 runs have come across here in the 8th inning for the Longhorns. Only 1 out has been recorded. Don't know who he's going to hand the ball to. I believe it might be Hayden Hubbard, who was playing second base prior to this change. And the ball is in Hubbard's hand, and he'll take his relief pitches from the windup. If the Longhorns hold on and win this game, they will move to 3-5 on the season, 1-3 in district play. If the end result is as it stands right now, Hennessey will move to 3-3 overall and 1-1 in Class 3A District 1. Next games for the Hennessey Eagles are this coming Friday, March the 24th, on the road with a 3-way with the Garber Wolverines and Frontier. Garber and Frontier in Garber, 4 o'clock first pitch on Friday, March the 24th. That's the next outing for the Hennessey Eagles. Next week, the Hennessey Eagles Invitational right here at Jack Funderburg Field. That will be played next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. At this point in time, the extended forecast looks pretty good for that weekend, but things can change being 9 and 10 days out. Now Hubbard's taking his warm-up tosses from the set position. Hubbard wears number 17 in these uniforms. Wears 26 with the road uniforms. This is Hubbard's first outing on the mound so far in the regular season. He did pitch in one of the scrimmages that the Eagles had in preseason, but this will be his first official opportunity on the mound. Hubbard as a freshman, he and Weston Hopkins just switched places. Hopkins returned to second base as Hubbard came from second to the mound. First pitch, fastball upstairs, ball 1. Bases are loaded, 1 out. 6 runs have scored in this half inning. Second pitch is upstairs, ball 2. Noah Jackson was today's starting pitcher. He is not the pitcher of record, as he left and the Eagles took the lead, giving Dallas Darrow the pitching record. Dallas first had the opportunity to lose this game if the Longhorns did not score that 1 run in the top of the 7th. Next pitch, high and in, passed ball for Hunter Weber. It trickles away. That pass ball scores a run and moves everybody up 90 feet. Longhorns have scored 7 now, have runners at second and third. First base is now unoccupied. 1 out so far in the half. Next pitch upstairs, ball 4. Bases are loaded again.
Now batting for Chisholm, Jackson Cadell.
Nick Barker in to pinch run. That might be courtesy running there at first base. Next pitch by Hubbard outside and away, ball one. Jackson Cadell, the center fielder, 2 for 4 on the day, 3 runs scored. Swing and a miss, strike one. Fastball letter high. 7 runs plated this half inning alone. This being extra innings, the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Same pitch, same result. Letter high fastball, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Freshman right-hander from the set position. Foul ball straight back. New baseball put into play. Coach Fuchs are wanting to get through this half inning without expending any more pitchers, regardless of the outcome. Fastball in the dirt, gets away, throws home. Runner scores easily. Wild pitch goes all the way to the backstop, giving Hunter Weber little opportunity. That's the 8th run of the half. All runners move up 90 feet. We now have 2 runners at a runner at third and a runner at second yet again. 2-2 count, 1 out. Hit him. Ball ran into him. And loads the bases yet again. The wheels have come off officially in this inning.
Now batting Bryson Hart.
The Eagles had the winning run at third base in the bottom of the 7th and just could not get him home. And since that moment, it's been all Longhorns. Now, the Eagles do have an at-bat coming up and 3 outs to give. But at this point in time, down 8 with the bases loaded, it will be the proverbial tough road to hoe. Strike 2 thrown there by Hayden. 1 out, bases loaded. And that pitch is way outside. Cooper Brinkley stomps on home plate as the annoyance coming from the first base dugout gets louder. That's the 9th run. Two balls, 1 strike. 2-1. Runners at second and third, 1 out. And the pitch upstairs, 3-1. Hayden Hubbard adds a little bit of dirt to the rubber area. Pitches up and away, ball 4. Longhorns load the bases again. We return to the bottom of the lineup. Hayden Hatchell, the right fielder. Puts the ball in play, and it lands fair, just inside the right field line. 1 run scores. Everybody moves up 90 feet. That's all that happens.
Now batting for the Longhorns, Langley Amon.
Ball hit over Jacob John's head. Lands just inside the right field foul line. for the 10th run of this half inning. Strike one thrown there by Hubbard. Pitch is outside. Evens the count 1-1. Hubbard comes set. Ball's put into play. Straightaway center field. Seth Simonek makes the catch in short center field. No runners advance.
Now batting for Chisholm, Dallas Darrow.
Pitcher of record Dallas Darrow back to the plate again for a second at bat this half. Swings and fouls the first pitch. Believe that got automobile, judging from the groans in the visitors' bleachers. Hubbard comes set. Strike two called. That's a 10-run extra inning strike call right there. 0-2 to Darrow. Line drive caught by Hayden Hubbard. He drops it onto the mound, and that's the end of the top of the 8th inning. 10 runs scored. 3 men were left. Longhorns have doubled the score. Chisholm Longhorns 20, Hennessey Eagles 10. We go to the bottom of the 8th after this.
What you love. Whatever you choose to do, do you. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Inning here at Jack Funderburg Field. Longhorns put 10 on the board in the top of the 8th inning. Hayden Hubbard checks his swing on the first pitch, but the pitch is called strike one. Next pitch outside. Bryson Hart, who's been the shortstop throughout today's game, he's on the mound in relief here in extra. Pitch is outside, yet called a strike.
Hubbard at the plate for Hennessey.
Apparently the plate umpire does not expect us to rally from 10 down in the bottom of the 8th. Next pitch, put into play down the right field line. Cooper Brinkley, he goes back and makes the catch in annoying fashion for the first out of the 8th inning.
Now at the plate for Hennessey, Hunter Weber.
Hunter Weber batting now for the Eagles. Weber's 1 for 3 with 1 strikeout on the day. Takes first pitch upstairs. He's caught this entire game. Bunch of pitches seen by the sophomore catcher. Pitch is down low. Hart has missed up. Hart has missed down, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. That one catches the outer edge. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch is outside. 3-1. 1 out. Bottom of the 8th inning. We're in extra. Longhorn scored 10 in the top. The pitch is up. That pitch is away. Ball 4. Hunter Weber gets first base. He's limping his way down to first.
Now batting for Hennessey, Seth Simonek.
And he will be run for. Abe Prieto wearing the number 1 on his jersey. Freshman outfielder. He will come in to pinch run for Hunter Weber. Back to the top of the lineup, Seth Simonek. His best day so far on the 2023 season looks to perhaps be spoiled. Simonek has gone 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored, a double and a single. Takes the first pitch outside. Check that. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. Simonek's walked twice as well for the Eagles and has 2 stolen bases. 0-1 pitch. That is down low and away. Pinch runner at first base, Abe Prieto. Apparently the pitcher is worried about the runner at first with a 10-run lead. He throws the pickoff attempt. Sometimes I wonder. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is out. 2-1. Weston Hopkins on deck, followed then by Jarrett Smith, if it gets that far. Strike 2 called. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count is even. Simonek has not taken the bat off his shoulder yet this at bat. That will all change from here to 4. Nope. Pitch outside. Ball 3. Simonek runs it full. Has 2 walks on the day. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good pitch on the outer corner. Simonek could not lay off that one. Tough pitch to hit. Hart brought it with plenty of gas for strike 3. 2 outs. Weston Hopkins.
Now batting for Hennessey, Weston Hopkins.
Hopkins, the tough luck pitcher. He's the pitcher of record. Stands to get the loss in relief. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. 2 outs for the Eagles. Down 10, 1 runner on. Fouled back off the screen. Down in hole 0-2. Prieto at first base. He's not going anywhere unless he can score 10 runs in 1 opportunity. 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, gets away. Prieto off and running. Ball goes off of the catcher's gear and then back to the brick wall behind home plate. Base umpire is undoubtedly wishing this game to be concluded since he neglected to wear a jacket for this breezy, cool first day of spring. Foul ball. Don't know why, unless it hit somebody before it went fair. Quickly called foul by the plate umpire. Must have been off of the catcher's foot. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second. That's Prieto. Takes his lead. That pitch is up. Count goes even, 2-2. Hopkins is 3 for 4. 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs with 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He's had a nice day. The 1 and 2 hitters for the Eagles have been great today, but to no avail. He hits a spinner to shortstop. Ball goes off of his glove. Don't know if it spun out of his glove or he just took his eye off of it. That's Alan Weber at shortstop. He's not the starting shortstop.
For Hennessey, Jarrett Smith.
But he'll get charged with the error at short, bringing Jarrett Smith to the plate for the Eagles. Weston Hopkins now at first base following the error. A Prieto advanced to third when the ball got put into play. Hopkins goes to second on the steal. Might be defensive indifference. We'll see how the official score calls that. Pitch was a strike. That pitch is way outside. Prieto's coming home. Ball goes to the backstop. Prieto does not need to slide. Keeps his uniform clean as Weston Hopkins moves to third base. The Eagles have scored their second run. Their second run? The scoreboard says it was their second run. My memory does not go back that far, apparently. Jarrett Smith, 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch is outside. One pitch, stays low, stays in. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I had the count wrong, or the board did, and I was just trusting them. Full count, 2 outs. Smith fouls the ball off. Cooper Brinkley gives chase while holding his hat atop his head. Jarrett Smith hitting in the 3-hole today because he's been hitting very well, has gone 0-4 with 4 strikeouts, 1 walk in today's game. 3-2 pitch. It bounces. Ball 4. About this time, the Eagles faithful need to take off their hats and turn them inside out. It is official rally hat time, but not until a conference between head coach Riley Thompson and the relief pitcher. Game Changer shows the score is 20-11. My mind says the game is 20-11, but the scoreboard, it just got changed. Okay. It was, is, and will be for this short while. Just got fixed. 20-11. Eagles have scored 1 this half inning while allowing 10 in the top of the 8th inning. Following the conference, Sebastian Gonzalez at the plate. Hart checks the runner at first. Foul ball straight back, just over the right shoulder of the catcher, who retrieves the ball off of the brick facing of the backstop. Jarrett Smith's at first base. Weston Hopkins is at third. I have no idea why the pitcher was checking the runner. He does it again. With a 9-run lead, swing and a miss. Strike 2, quickly down 0-2, Sebastian Gonzalez. Gonzalez 1 for 4 with 1 RBI. Walked once, struck out twice in today's game. 0-2 delivery. It hits him. Leads the team in hits batsman. That's his 7th so far in 6 games for the senior Eagle. Now the coach comes out again. To prolong this game just a little bit further, we're going to have a pitching change. The pitcher does not even acknowledge the head coach as he tosses the ball to the next hitter, showing very little respect for his skipper. Just tosses the ball to the next pitcher and walks around and takes his place behind the mound. Bryson Hart, he's going to be removed. And I believe Kelson Hamilton is going to take the mound with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. 9-run lead for the Longhorns after scoring 10 in the top. Hamilton's warm-up pitches are kind of wrecking the catcher Noah Jackson. There's one down the middle as he warms up his tosses. He's been playing the entire game, but yet he needs his 8 warm-up pitches to make sure he's ready to throw. It is a school night, folks. 3.5 hours into this ball game, we are not yet complete. Kelson Hamilton moves from third base over to the pitching mound. Nick Murray in to hit for the Eagles. Bases are loaded. Weston Hopkins at third base, Jarrett Smith at second, Sebastian Gonzalez at first base, all 3 taking their lead. Watching the first pitch as Nick Murray in to hit. 0-1 pitch. Bounces. Weston Hopkins comes home standing up. Everybody advances 1 base. That Hamilton pitch tracked at about 48 feet from the pitching rubber before one-hopping over the catcher's head to the backstop. 1-1 pitch. That pitch is outside and low. It goes to the backstop as well. Jarrett Smith, he's safe. He dives in head first. Fills his britches with sand. Maybe wishes he wore a cup in today's game with his head first dive into the hard surface. Eagles have scored 3, down 7. It's not over yet. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nick Murray looking in. That pitch is down. That pitch was actually fielded by the catcher. Sebastian Gonzalez, the lone Eagle on the bases. He's at third base, 90 feet away. Murray swings and misses at the fastball down the middle. Fouled in and out of the catcher's mitt. Count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's loaded. I would suggest Nick Murray not take anything close. He puts the ball into play, trickles up the third base line. They have nothing to do but hope it goes foul. It goes 46 feet for an infield base hit for the sophomore Nick Murray. Put it in the scoreboard as an RBI single. It doesn't matter how far it went. 4 runs have been plated. Eagles now trail by 6. How many with 2? Kevin Trio, he comes in to hit with Nick Murray at first base. Trio swings at the first pitch, fouls it to the right side in foul territory off of the facing of the first base dugout. Trio 0 for 1 officially, 2 walks on the day for the sophomore. Pitch is low, in the dirt, scooped by the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nick Murray at first base. Low and away, ball gets away. Nick Murray, he's going to take second base on that pass ball. The 5th run of the Eagles inning is in scoring position. If Nick Murray can score, the Eagles will have cut the lead in half here in extra innings. That pitch is down. 3 balls, 1 strike. Trio looking for 1 pitch in 1 spot. A 3-1 count. It bounces. That's not the spot. He takes first base. Eagles have scored 4. 2 have been put out in this half inning. Jacob Johns, he takes his at-bat, 1 for 5. He pops it up to third base. Check that to shortstop. He comes over behind the third base bag. And for the second at-bat in a row, Johns pops up to the shortstop. That being the 3rd out of the bottom of the 8th. And that's the end of the ball game. 4 runs scored in the bottom of the 8th, but they needed 10 to force a 9th inning. 4 runs scored, 2 men were left. Chisholm Longhorns take the victory 20-14 over the Hennessey Eagles. Both teams split the district matchup. Both teams now, check that, Eagles are now 1-1 in district play, 3-3 overall. Chisholm Longhorns get their very first district win. They are now 1-3 in District 3A1 and 3-5 overall on the season. I want to thank all of you that have been watching on Squirtle.tv and HennessyEagles.tv on the live stream. We'll be right back here at the next Eagles game, definitely the next Eagles home game, streaming for you on Squirtle and HennessyEagles.tv. Once again, your final score, Chisholm Longhorns 20, Hennessey Eagles 14. Y'all have a good night.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced